Hello, ladies and gentlemen. This is Edward Joseph, and let's talk live. When the babies are taken. All right, let's talk. Well, today, peoples, has been such an interesting day. I'm here, I am live, and I am going to talk about some things, peoples. Peoples, when the babies are taken. You guys come on in. You guys come on in. You guys come on in, for there's so much to talk about, peoples. You guys come on in. Peoples, I am here and I am live and I am going to talk about when the babies are taken. When the babies are taken. People, there has been an influx of children being taken. There has been an influx all over the world. There has been human trafficking and organ harvesting that has been going on forever and a day. And the babies are being taken. People are snatching up babies right and left, and for no apparent reason. And it seems like everyone is turning a blind eye to the various things that has been going on forever and a day. But no longer, peoples, am I, Edward Joseph, is going to sit back and I am going to just allow all of this madness to continue without me saying something. Now, I may not be there to be able to stop the abductions and things, peoples, but I can use my platform, and I can use my platform to the degree to where I can be able to bring awareness to this madness that is going on in our society today. And so people's the babies are being taken. The babies are being abducted right and left. And it is amazing to me that no one is talking about it. No one. No one is bringing awareness to this plague that hit our land. And so now, peoples, I am going to do my due diligence. I am going to go and I'm going to bring awareness to all of these cases and things because this stuff has literally been posted all over TikTok, Reddit, and Rumble. But I don't see anyone talking about it up on YouTube. And that is very sad, peoples, that the YouTubers is not really bringing awareness to this particular cases that is going on. And so, peoples, it is time for us to stand up. And it's time for us to take a stance. And it's time for us to literally call out this madness that has been going on. And it's time for the people to be aware of their surroundings, and especially when it comes down to our children. All too often, peoples, our babies is getting abducted, and our babies is being sold into all of these different places. They're being sold on the market, peoples. And you need to be aware of where your child is. Now, people's Halloween is coming up, and you better have a noose on your child. You better make sure that your child has some type of apparatus that is wrapped around them. So if anybody tries to take them, well, then they're strapped to you. You better know where your child is at all times. You better make sure that you are prepared and that you have something that you can be able to fight anyone off with. Do you understand what I'm saying, peoples? Because see, the thing is, peoples, Halloween is coming up, and with Halloween, peoples, you know, you're gonna have a lot of people out in all of these different types of costumes and stuff, and so you won't be readily available to be able to see anyone's faces. You know, you better make sure that your child is protected and that you know where your child is at all times. You don't let your child go out on Halloween night by themselves. No, it's too dangerous now, people. Those days is over with. No, you need to accompany your child. You need to not be outside the car, but you need to, I mean, you need not be inside the car. You need to be outside the car and you need to be walking side by side, hand by hand. Now, I know that they may not think it's all popular and things and stuff, but with the way that things is now, people's, you can't take no chances. You can't take no chances. And so you have to make sure that you know where your child is at all times. Those days is over with now to just let your child just go out and wander about all by themselves and things, going over to the amusement parks and things of that nature. No, you need to know where your child is at all times, peoples. And I don't care. I don't care what they say. And if they got some lip behind it, well, then, yeah, no, you're not going trick or treating. No, you're not going trick or treating, you know? So if you got lip behind me trying to keep you safe, well, then guess what? You are not going trick or treating. You will trick and you will treat yourself right at the house. No, it's too dangerous out there, peoples. It is way too dangerous to just be letting your children just go and go willy nilly by themselves. Those days is over with, peoples. I said those days is over with. And so now, peoples, what I want to do, I want to bring awareness. I want to bring awareness to different cases. Some what was given to me, some that I was able to stumble upon. But I want to bring awareness to different cases, peoples. And I want you guys to be aware of your surroundings. The babies are being taken, peoples. Our children are being taken right under our noses. And nobody is saying nothing. That's amazing to me, people. It's truly amazing to me how nobody is paying attention to that is what's happening now a days, peoples. And so, peoples, we're going to take a look at some videos that was sent to me. And so I want to start off with this particular video here, and then we're going to walk it down. Is that all right, people? So I said we're going to take a look at these videos and we're going to walk it down, peoples. Is that all right? So let me go ahead and queue up some things here, peoples. Because this right here of what I have seen, this is very disturbing, peoples. This is very disturbing to me. And when I saw this, I was just like, taken back because I'm kind of like, well, what? And so let me start off with this video. I don't know if I can be able to rewind it once I get it started, but we're going to let it play, but we're going to let it play again. So let me share my screen, people. So we're going to start off with this video right here. Let me share my screen. And then we're going to move to other videos that was sent to me. So let me make sure that this is down close by my StreamYard. And I'm going to share this video, peoples. Let me see. I think I can do it like this. Let me. No, okay. With this, I'm going to share my screen. And we're gonna play this video. We're gonna play this video twice. We're gonna play this video twice because I can't once I get it started, there's no way that I can reset it to play back. So we're gonna play it twice. So then you guys can get a full essence of this and things, and then we're gonna move on from there. So I thank all of my subscribers for coming, the people who subscribe to my channel. We're at 900 subscribers. I greatly appreciate you dearly, peoples. You guys are doing an amazing job. Just an amazing job. And so let me do this. Okay, wait, before I do that, let me see if I can do something real quick. Okay, so here, let me do this. I'm going to share my screen this way, and I'm going to share it that way. Cool. Okay, so you guys should be able to see that. All right. So I'm going to play this video twice so we can get the full essence of it, because like I said, once I get it started, I cannot go back over it. So let's listen in, peoples. Let's go.
Hey, where are you guys moving these kids to? Whoa. Where are you guys moving these kids to? Hey, where are you guys moving these kids to in this black car? Hey man, where is this going? Where is this driving to?
Just roll up the window, man.
Dude, I can blur your face. This is not looking good. All I'm asking is where this is going to, because a lot of these kids go missing. Where is this going to? That's all I want to know.
Okay, so where you working for? Who you working for? Roll up the window.
I'm independent media. And I've done a lot of work on this. My videos have millions of views. This is gonna look really bad if you roll up the window. Where are you guys taking these kids? That's all we want to know. Where are the kids going?
Okay, what do they tell you? What they tell you?
They won't tell me anything. Look, he's telling me to roll up the window.
Okay.
He's telling me to roll up the window. Where are you taking these kids? It's gonna look really bad if you roll up that window, bro. Where are you taking the kids to?
Okay, so who do you work for?
I'm independent. I work for myself. I'm an independent news reporter. Where are you going, man? Who do you...
I'll be able to tell you.
Whoa.
Sorry, buddy. Sorry. No, I have to put
Where
the
are you
window
going?
up.
Where are you taking these kids to?
Sorry, buddy.
Oh my God. Hey, where are you guys flying to today? Where are you guys driving to?
Why?
Well, a lot of these kids, a third of these kids, according to the New York Times, go missing.
Oh, well, not these.
Not these?
They're with us.
What's going on, brother?
Hey, no, can you not do that, please?
Yeah, don't touch me.
Get the fuck out of here.
Don't touch me, dude.
Can you go?
Don't touch me.
Can you go? You're asked to leave.
Don't touch me,
No,
dude.
it's not. Nobody's touching you.
All right,
Go.
all right,
Goodbye.
all right.
Goodbye.
Whoa, whoa, whoa,
Goodbye.
don't get in my
Goodbye.
face.
Goodbye.
Why are you getting in my face?
Goodbye.
Why are you getting in my
Goodbye,
face?
bro. Goodbye.
Why are
bro.
you getting in my
have nothing
face?
to do here. Goodbye, bro.
What's the name of this place?
None of your business. Goodbye. Have a blessed day, bro.
I'll have a blessed day. That's
Coming
fine.
here looking for problems is not good.
I don't want any problems. The Children's Village? What is this place? I'm asking you, where are these kids going?
Have a blessed day.
Where are these kids going?
Have a blessed day, bro.
Where are these kids going?
Have a blessed day, bro.
Sir, what's going on in there? There's kids in that car. I'm happy to disperse the area. Can you tell me who I'm going to have to call the police if you're not going to tell me, because there's kids in that car. What is this place? I'm with myself, but I saw there were some kids in the back of that car. And
Stop filming me.
okay, I'll stop filming you. But it's very concerning that there's kids in the back of that car.
Put the camera down, please.
But this is for my own safety, because you're approaching me. You're approaching me.
I'm not approaching you.
Why are you approaching me?
I'm security on this property.
Okay, but there's some very strange activity with...
There's a lot of stuff happening in front of our faces, and we're not even noticing it.
Hey, where are you guys moving these kids to? Whoa. This is the. Where are you guys moving these kids to? Hey, where are you guys moving these kids to in this black car? Hey man, where is this going? Where is this driving to?
Just roll up the window, man.
Dude, I can blur your face. This is not looking good.
just
Just
roll
all
up
I'm
the
asking is where this is going to, because a lot of these kids go missing. Where is this going to? That's all I want to know.
Okay, so where you working for? Who you working for?
Roll up the window.
I'm independent media. I'm independent media, and I've done a lot of work on this. My videos have millions of views. This is gonna look really bad if you roll up the window. Where are you guys taking these kids? That's all we want to know. Where are the kids going?
Okay, what do they tell you? What they tell you?
They won't tell me anything. Look, he's telling me to roll up the window.
Okay.
He's telling me to roll up the window. Where are you taking these kids? It's gonna look really bad if you roll up that window, bro. Where are you taking the kids to?
Okay, so who do you work for?
I'm independent. I work for myself. I'm an independent news reporter. Where are you going, man? Who do you?
I'll be able to tell you.
Whoa.
Sorry, buddy. Sorry. No, I have to put
Where
the
are you
window
going?
up.
Where are you taking these kids to?
Sorry, buddy.
Oh my God. Hey, where are you guys flying to today? Where are you guys driving to?
Why?
Well, a lot of these kids, you know, a third of these kids, according to the New York Times, go missing.
Oh, well, not these.
Not these?
They're with us.
What's going on, brother?
Hey, no, can you not do that, please?
Yeah, don't touch me.
Get the fuck out of here.
Don't touch me, dude.
Can you go?
Don't touch me.
Can you go? You're asked to leave.
Don't touch me,
No,
dude.
it's not. Nobody's touching you.
All
Go.
right, all right,
Goodbye.
all right.
Goodbye.
Whoa, whoa, whoa,
Goodbye.
don't get in my
Goodbye.
face.
Goodbye.
Why are you getting in my face?
Goodbye.
Why are you getting in my face?
Goodbye, bro. Goodbye.
Why are
bro.
you getting
got
in my
nothing to
face?
do here. Goodbye, bro.
What's the name of this place?
None of your business. Goodbye. Have a blessed day, bro.
I'll have a blessed day. That's
Come
fine.
here looking for problems is not good.
I don't want any problems. The Children's Village? What is this place?
Somebody's bothering.
I'm asking you, where are these kids going?
Have a blessed day.
Where are these kids going?
Have a blessed day, bro.
Where are these kids going?
Have a blessed day, bro.
Sir, what's going on in there? There's kids in that car.
And you see, peoples, it's people like this person that had stood up because all he wanted to know was where the kids going. And nobody wanted to answer the question. And so, see, this is the new way of trafficking the kids. This is the new way of doing things now, peoples. And see, if we don't step up to the plate and we don't say anything, well, then things like this will continue to happen. Do you understand what I'm saying, peoples? Things like this will continue to happen. But it happens all too often, all because people just don't want to get involved. The kids is coming up missing, peoples. Our children, our babies are coming up missing. And all for what? All for what, peoples? So much stuff is happening and ain't nobody saying anything. I don't understand it. Nobody is saying nothing, but yet our babies is continually keep coming up missing. I don't get it, peoples. I don't get it. But we're going to take a look at another video right here, peoples. Let's go ahead and let me share my screen. This is another incident that has happened. And so let me share my screen, peoples. And all of the videos that I play, we're going to play it twice just to make sure that, you know, we got everything, because I started. And like I say, I can't go back to rewind it back. So we're going to take a look at this one right here. And then let me see. I think I can enlarge it a little bit. Yeah. Okay. Can enlarge it a little bit, make it a little bigger. All right, people, let's take a look at this here. Let me start it. Let's go.
Cool, bro.
All right.
Hold on, bro. Don't even go far, bro. I'm gonna call, bro.
Sure? I'm real elephant. I know my shit.
Hey, boy. And what the bikers do, they recklessly drive into traffic, hitting cars. You try to stop them, they take off. So you have to seize the bike. Hey, at their office. So illegal, doesn't matter if they're a kid. Right?
So he wasn't in the bike now. Yeah. Did he get a car? It's a Hispanic, bro. No.
704-449-7584.
Yes, because it can 751.
Yeah, call his mama, bro.
My dad is yeah, you could do that, but you don't have to.
You friend?
My dad caught the shot. So if he ain't hit no car, it should have been a warning. Hey, stay out the
That's
road.
not how it works.
That's what it should have been. That's how it works. That's a minor. It should have been a warning. But you got him in the head.
Why is he in the back of the police car, though?
Did he hit a car? What he on arrest for? What crime did he commit? Reckless driving on a bicycle. Did he hit a car? He don't have to hit a car. So why did you warn him? The first crime you commit, right? If it's a real legitimate crime, you're supposed to get warned. Right?
Call his mama. He in handcuffs right now.
I know how I want to work. I'm telling you now how I want to work. I'm glad my uncle for a second. I was like, you told me. I'm telling you.
I mean, I just got separated too. I'm on the crowd.
Nigga fucking the little boy, man.
Damn,
He got a nigga in handcuffs, bro.
all right.
Hold on, bro. Don't even go far, bro. I'm gonna call, bro.
Sure. I'm real elephant. I know my shit.
Hey, boy. And what the bikers do, they recklessly drive into traffic, hitting cars. You try to stop them, they take off. So you have to seize the bike.
Hey,
at their office. So illegal, doesn't matter if they're a kid. Right?
So he wasn't in the bike now.
Yeah.
Did he get a car?
It's a Hispanic, bro.
No.
704-449-7584.
Yes, because it can 751.
Yeah, call his mama, bro.
My dad is yeah, you could do that, but you don't have to.
You friend?
My dad caught the shot. So if he ain't hit no car, it should have been a warning. Hey, stay out the
That's
road.
not how it works.
That's what it should have been. That's how it works. That's a minor. It should have been a warning. But you got him in head.
Why is he in the back of the police car, though?
Did he hit a car? What he on arrest for? What crime did he commit? Reckless driving on a bicycle. Did he hit a car? He don't have to hit a car. So why did you warn him? The first crime you commit, right? If it's a real legitimate crime, you're supposed to get warned.
Call his mama. He in handcuffs right now.
I know how I want to work. I'm telling you now how I want to work. Right. I'm glad my uncle for a second. I was like, you told me.
And see, peoples, unfortunately, this is how our children are treated on a daily basis. They are criminalized for doing kids stuff. Nothing that ever ramps up to the degree to where this child needed to be in handcuffs. But this is how the police treat our children. So what do you think that should have been done in this particular case? Are the people outraged? Are the people going to go ahead and are the people going to file a complaint? What is going to happen, peoples? Is everybody just going to sit back and just be quiet and just allow all of this madness to go on? What is it that the people say? When is it that the people are ever going to stand up in behalf for our children? It's crazy, people. It's crazy how too many of us sits back and just allow this madness to happen without getting involved. You can get involved, peoples. You can raise your voice. You can find things like this and put it out there and then talk about it. You can go to the city council. You can go to the chief of police. You can go to the mayor. You can go to all of these entities and you can file a complaint. But just don't sit back, relax, and just allow the treatment, the unfair treatment of our children to happen. It's time to wake up, peoples, and it's time to smell the coffee. I see my friend that came into the house. Hello, Trish Hollywood. How are you, ma'am? It is a blessing to see you on today. Trish Hollywood says, hey, Edward in chat. Trish Hollywood has said they treat our kids like criminals. They arrested him for illegally riding his bike. But they got to put him in handcuffs? Really? So now they want a record upon this boy for riding a bike. Really? Is this what we come down to now, peoples? Really? Totally incredible. Hello, Mello. How are you, my friend? It is a blessing to see you on today. Mello has said, salute everyone. All right, peoples, let's go and let's look at this next story that I got lined up here. Let's go and look at this next story.
Never guess the horrible things he's done. Danny came up with a chilling and terrifying idea when he was only 7 years old. He's the son of Hannah and her husband, Jason. The couple moved to New York after the birth of their second child. But a few days later, the couple decided to go out for pizza because the kids had a lunch break. Surprisingly, they chose to leave Danny and his 15-month-old sister at home. They figured their son could take care of his sister, and the trip would only take 30 minutes at most. But shortly after they left, Danny was playing with his sister in the kitchen when something terrible happened, and he decided to put her in the oven. When his parents returned, they smelled burning meat as soon as they walked in the door. At first, they thought it was just the smell of the pizza they had bought, but when Hannah went to the kitchen for a drink, she was totally shocked. You can't even imagine what he did. He's the world's smallest prisoner, but you'd never guess the horrible things he's done. Danny came up with a chilling and terrifying idea when he was only 7 years old. He's the son of Hannah and her husband, Jason. The couple moved to New York after the birth of their second child. But a few days later, the couple decided to go out for pizza because the kids had a lunch break. Surprisingly, they chose to leave Danny and his 15-month-old sister at home. They figured their son could take care of his sister, and the trip would only take 30 minutes at most. But shortly after they left, Danny was playing with his sister in the kitchen when something terrible happened, and he decided to put her in the oven. When his parents returned, they smelled burning meat as soon as they walked in the door. At first, they thought it was just the smell of the pizza they had bought, but when Hannah went to the kitchen for a drink, she was totally shocked. You can't even imagine what he did.
7 years old, peoples. 7 years old, and he put his sister in the oven at 7 years old. Now, he's in jail. He's in jail because he's too young to go to prison. He's in jail at 7 years old. And I don't know how much time he has gotten because I didn't get a chance to really look into the story. But in jail at 7 years old, peoples. And the parents literally should be ashamed of themselves. And I think that the parents should be the one that should be charged. Because the simple fact that they left him with his sister, 7 years old. A 7-year-old child ain't got no. What type of life does a 7-year-old child has to be trying to take care of a little infant like that and stuff? That is child neglect, peoples, at its finest. Child neglect. And his family, his mama and daddy is sitting up in the court while the trial is going on. They need to be in jail for child neglect. So what do you think that the appropriate punishment should be for this child? What is the appropriate punishment? Should he be in jail for the horrific thing that he did? Could do you think that this boy can ever comprehend what he had did? Do you guys think that this boy ever comprehended what he had did? Trish Hollywood had said he felt like she was taking the attention of his parents from him. Okay, well, that's a normal reaction right there. That's normal. I mean, any child will do that in things, you know. I mean, even the birds do that. The birds, the birds that had ended up hatching first end up pushing the other hatchlings out of the nest so they can get all of the food, so they can grow, so they can do things. And so this is primal instinct. But can you blame the child? Can you blame the child, peoples? Is the child responsible for the various things that he has done? Is he? Is this child responsible, peoples, or should we blame the parents? Well, I blame the parents, peoples. We're going to take a look at this other video right here, peoples. Let me cue it up real quick. I blame the parents. I don't blame the child, I blame the parents for leaving that child with that little young girl at that tender age like that. I see my people that came in. Hello, Carly Henry. How are you, Mel? It is a blessing to see you on today. Carly Henry says, happy Sabbath day. All right, peoples, if you guys want to come on in, I'm going to share the link in the chat. You guys can come up to the panel. You guys can come and talk with me if you so do choose. You can come and share your thoughts and views upon these things that I am sharing with everyone and things. You know, I know some of this stuff can be triggering, but if you do come up to the panel, you know, keep it respectful. Just keep it respectful. That's all I say. Now, you know, you're willing and you're able to share whatever you want to share and things, but just keep it clean and keep it respectful. That's all I say. Is that all right, peoples? All right, let's go ahead and let's look at the next case that we have going here, peoples. Let me share this screen. It says a 15-year-old is accused of raping a 7-year-old on a school bus. Now, again, peoples, you know, these cases was just sent to me. I didn't get a chance to vet it. I didn't get a chance to really look at it and see what the outcome is, what's happening with it and things. I was just only sharing some stories that my peoples had sent me and whatnot. And so, you know, it's what it is, people. It's what it is. So, again, you know, I didn't get a chance to vet all of these stories, but these are the stories that my peoples had sent me and things. And so, you know, I just wanted to bring awareness to a lot of these things that's happening. So, peoples, let's take a look at this. Let's share this particular one. And we're just going to continue to keep bringing awareness to a lot of these things that is happening, peoples. Let's take a look at this one right here.
Growing outrage after Lansing, Michigan police handcuffed and detained a 12-year-old boy as he was just taking out the trash. They say they were looking for a car thief. ABC's Morgan Norwood joins us with the details. A disturbing story. Morgan, good morning.
Yeah, good morning to you, Janae. This incident is the latest in a string of mistaken identity encounters. Tayshawn Bernard's father says that he knew something was wrong when his 12-year-old took a little longer than usual to take out the trash, right? Well, when he went outside to check it out, his son was being led away in handcuffs. This morning, growing outrage after police in Lansing, Michigan detained a 12-year-old boy while he was taking out the trash.
The kid bringing out his trash to be dumped.
Tayshawn Bernard's father says he asked his son to take the trash to their apartment complex's dumpster. Well, when he didn't return after a few minutes, he went outside to find his son handcuffed and being placed in the back of a police cruiser. The boy released moments later, but lawyers for the family say he's still distraught.
He's been so traumatized that he does not want to go outside. He doesn't want to take the trash out. He doesn't even want to check the mail.
The Lansing Police Department posted an explanation on Facebook stating an officer was pursuing a suspect in a string of Kia thefts wearing neon shorts and a white shirt. A different officer was in the area and saw Bernard wearing a very similar outfit and put cuffs on him.
Our client wasn't wearing a white shirt. In fact, our client was wearing a light gray colored shirt.
The department also issuing an apology saying, "Our hope is we can put this unfortunate case of wrong place, wrong time behind us and continue to represent the community that we serve."
He wasn't in the wrong place, nor was this the wrong time. He was in the right place, his home.
And lawyers for the Bernard family say that they're exploring all legal options, including the possibility of filing a lawsuit.
Hi, everyone. George Stephanopoulos here. Thanks for checking out the ABC News YouTube channel. If you'd like to get more videos, show highlights, and watch live event coverage, click on the right over here to subscribe to our channel. And don't forget to download the ABC News app for breaking news alerts. Thanks for watching.
Wrong place at the wrong time. The boy is just only at his home, peoples. He's only at his home taking out the trash, and then the next thing you know, the boy is in handcuffs. Really? So you mean to tell me that our children cannot even go and do their chores? They can't go out and put the trash out without having to be handcuffed? Just doing their job, doing their chores, peoples. That's it. I wish this family will sue the socks off that police department and get everything that they're going to get from them. Oh, they got a good lawsuit, peoples. They got a very good lawsuit. And it ain't nothing that the police can say, because see, these vigilantes and things, you know, they're so quick. They are so quick to just do things, peoples. You know, they're so quick. First, we go ahead and we arrest, and then we ask questions later. That's all that they do. But see, that has to change, peoples. Let's take a look at this next case.
At a local elementary school. The mother's post about this online has since gone viral. Meanwhile, the school district is saying the students were, quote, horseplaying. Our Alexis Wainwright spoke with those parents exclusively and shares their story tonight. Alexis?
Well, Simone, I spoke with the parents who say they're angry, hurt, and confused, but they're also thankful that their son is still here. And tonight they're calling for transparency and answers from the Charles County Public School District.
If you look at my son, he has marks under his eyes, like blood vessels.
He still has bruises on his neck from being choked.
It's hard to hide emotion as these two parents who don't want to be identified talk about their son.
They're hoping for answers after they say their son was hung by a 4th grade student in the boys' bathroom Friday.
He's traumatized. It's going to take time. This is not something that he's going to get over just overnight.
Paperwork from the hospital lists one of his injuries as a neck contusion, which is caused by blunt trauma to the neck. The 7-year-old is a 2nd grader at C. Paul Barnhart Elementary School in Waldorf. Charles County Public Schools says they're aware of the incident and sent a statement saying, in part, 2 of our students were reportedly horseplaying in a school bathroom when one student's jacket got caught on a stall door hook. The student was not able to free themselves, and the other student involved was also not able to help them.
It doesn't make sense to me. If you're horseplaying, how do you get caught on a hook? Like, we need answers. I want answers, and we won't stop until we get answers.
And now the parents say they're sharing their side of the story in hopes of preventing this from happening to anyone else.
My son did tell me that when they were in the bathroom, he said that the little boy told him, I'm going to show you how I did people back in the day. That's why I feel like it's bullying, because it's no telling how many other kids this has happened to.
And they want the school district to step up.
I want to see a policy in place. I would like to see at least hallway monitors. I want to know why is a 4th grader in the same hallway or the same bathroom as a 2nd grader. Most schools have them divided. I feel like this is very unacceptable.
These are all our children, and they are the future. So we need to protect them. Like, we sending our kids to schools every day thinking that they are safe.
And the 7-year-old has since been released from the hospital and is still recovering. His parents tell me they won't be returning back to school, but they hope to hear more updates from the district soon. Simone.
All right, Alexis, 7 years old. Hard to wrap your mind around this tonight. Thank you. An incident at a local elementary school. The mother's post about this online has since gone viral. Meanwhile, the school district is saying the students were, quote, horseplaying. Our Alexis Wainwright spoke with those parents exclusively and shares their story tonight. Alexis?
Well, Simone, I spoke with the parents who say they're angry, hurt, and confused, but they're also thankful that their son is still here. And tonight they're calling for transparency and answers from the Charles County Public School District.
If you look at my son, he has marks under his eyes, like blood vessels.
He still has bruises on his neck from being choked.
It's hard to hide emotion as these 2 parents who don't want to be identified talk about their son. They're hoping for answers after they say their son was hung by a 4th grade student in the boys' bathroom Friday.
He's traumatized. It's going to take time. This is not something that he's going to get over just overnight.
Paperwork from the hospital lists one of his injuries as a neck contusion, which is caused by blunt trauma to the neck. The 7-year-old is a 2nd grader at C. Paul Barnhart Elementary School in Waldorf. Charles County Public Schools says they're aware of the incident and sent a statement saying, in part, 2 of our students were reportedly horseplaying in a school bathroom when one student's jacket got caught on a stall door hook. The student was not able to free themselves, and the other student involved was also not able to help them.
It doesn't make sense to me. If you're horseplaying, how do you get caught on a hook? Like, we need answers. I want answers, and we won't stop until we get answers.
And now the parents say they're sharing their side of the story in hopes of preventing this from happening to anyone else.
My son did tell me that when they were in the bathroom, he said that the little boy told him, I'm going to show you how I did people back in the day. That's why I feel like it's bullying, because it's no telling how many other kids this has happened to.
And they want the school district to step up.
I want to see a policy in place. I would like to see at least hallway monitors. I want to know why is a 4th grader in the same hallway or the same bathroom as a 2nd grader. Most schools have them divided. I feel like this is very unacceptable.
These are all our children, and they are the future. So we need to protect them. Like, we sending our kids to schools every day thinking that they are safe.
And the 7-year-old has since been released from the hospital and is still recovering. His parents tell me they won't be returning back to school, but they hope to hear more updates from the district soon. Simone.
All right, Alexis, 7 years old. Hard to wrap your mind around this tonight.
7 years old, peoples. One 7-year-old killed his sister, put her in the oven. Another 7-year-old go ahead and tries to lynch this little child right here. One probably is facing life. I don't know. I'm going to do a follow-up on that particular case. But in this case, peoples, We don't know what happened to this 7-year-old. And I don't blame the parents for not ever wanting to bring their child back to that particular school. And what about that 7-year-old parents? I mean, should these kids that is doing all of this deviant, devilish, and demonic madness at their schools, should their parents, should they be the ones who have to be arrested, taken to jail because they're not training their children up right? The Bible says, train up a child in the way they should go, for when they get old, they should not depart from it. What in the world is going on with these people? People, this is another tragic story that I'm going to share with you. This particular one, this particular one right here, it tends to hurt like hell because it says that a 2-year-old died at a dental hospital, peoples. A 2-year-old. A 2-year-old died at a dental hospital, peoples. Truly amazing. I mean, I don't even have the words to begin to try to comprehend or understand what happened to this baby. I can't even begin to imagine someone's child, their baby. Life is taken for what reason? And it doesn't really matter whatever the reason is, peoples. It is really hard to lose a child. It's hard to lose a child, peoples. I thank God that I never lost any one of my children, but my heart goes out to the people whose children they lost. I don't even have the words, peoples. I see my peoples had came in. Hello, Randall Robinson. How are you, my friend? It is a blessing to see you on today. Randall Robinson says, I remember hearing about this story briefly. Well, see, all of these stories that I'm playing right now, peoples, I'm hearing for the very first time. You know, I don't watch the internet. I don't watch the news. I don't watch TikTok like that and stuff. But these are some stories that really needs to get out and get out to the people and bring awareness to it so people can see and understand, look, even in our society, you guys think that is normal. It ain't normal, peoples. People are dying daily. And why? For what reason? All right, peoples. Let's share this story. Let's get into this on today. Let's go.
My heart's been ripped out. That was my world. I go to sleep with him. I wake up with him. My baby was only 2 years old. Just look at him. 2 years old, just going to go get his cavities fixed. Like, my heart's been ripped out. That was my world. I go to sleep with him. I wake up with him. My baby was only 2 years old. Just look at him. 2 years old, just going to go get his cavities fixed.
Wait 1 minute. 2 years old and he's going to get a cavity fixed? What in the world is a 2-year-old having a cavity? That ain't the doctor's fault. That's your fault, man. You're feeding that child so much sugar that he has to have a cavity at 2 years old. Unheard of. and a 2-year-old going to get a cavity fix. A cavity fix? What are you talking about, a cavity fix? All they have to do was just pull the teeth. Do local anesthetic, and numb the little area and plop out the teeth and be done with, because he's too young. He's too young. And all his baby teeth was going to fall out anyway, and he's going to get his new permanent. So it wasn't really that serious. But at 2 years old and having a cavity, it speaks volumes as to the type of mother you are, ma'am. 2 years old with a cavity. Incredible peoples. I mean, absolutely incredible. Absolutely absolutely incredible peoples. I can't even begin to comprehend that. 2 years old with a cavity. All right. I don't understand it, peoples. I really don't. I don't understand it. But we're going to take a look at this next case right here. Why is the ice cream truck in the dead of night trying to lure people to his ice cream truck? Who around has a craving for ice cream at such a time at night? And if you do have a craving for some ice cream at such a time at night, why in God's name are you out there going to an ice cream truck in the middle of the night? Just answer that question for me, peoples. Who in their right mind will be outside getting ice cream from an ice cream truck? Help me to just make that make sense, peoples. And if anybody went out there to go get an ice cream, they need their head examined. Who in their right mind? Okay. Peoples, I surmise to you, you definitely couldn't be in your right mind if you're outside buying ice cream in the dead of night. Let's take a look at this, peoples.
Parents are showing videos of the ice cream man showing up in late hours of the night trying to sell ice cream to their kids. And this is a totally different ice cream truck. As you can see, this person posted this at 9:38 p.m. This truck is white, the other one was a dark blue, and there's no reason to be selling ice cream at this hour. Now, if you don't already know, there's a lot of reports in Virginia of over 50 kids missing, and the parents keep on posting videos of this ice cream truck and a few others in the area driving around at late hours. I think it's about time for the ice cream truck guys to start making videos showing that there's no reason for us to think that they're up to anything else but selling ice cream. Because people want to know what the heck is going on.
Ice cream man is parked outside my house at 9 o'clock at night. Like, there's no kids out there. Nobody's getting ice cream. He's just sitting there playing his loud ass music, and he's been there for like 15 minutes.
And parents want answers because there's literally no reason for children to be going up to strange men in vehicles buying ice cream from them in the middle of the night. More and more parents are showing videos of the ice cream man showing up in late hours of the night trying to sell ice cream to their kids. And this is a totally different ice cream truck. As you can see, this person posted this at 9:38 p.m. This truck is white, the other one was a dark blue, and there's no reason to be selling ice cream at this hour. Now, if you don't already know, there's a lot of reports in Virginia of over 50 kids missing, and the parents keep on posting videos of this ice cream truck and a few others in the area driving around at late hours. I think it's about time for the ice cream truck guys to start making videos showing that there's no reason for us to think that they're up to anything else but selling ice cream. Because people want to know what the heck is going on.
Ice cream man is parked outside my house at 9 o'clock at night. Like, there's no kids out there. Nobody's getting ice cream. He's just sitting there playing his loud ass music, and he's been there for like 15 minutes.
"15 minutes playing music." And you saw a parent and his child out there at the ice cream truck at night. I think the parent who was out there caught on camera buying ice cream for a child that type of night really needs to have their head examined. Because one, you're starting a whole new precedence. That child is going to feel comfortable going to the ice cream truck at any time of the night, whether it be day or whether it be night, all because the parent thought that it would have been ideal for them to be out there to purchase ice cream in the middle of the night. In the middle of the night, peoples. Incredible. All right, peoples. Let's go ahead and let's take a look at our next case right here. And let's see what this brother had to say. I'm just still blown away, peoples. In the middle of the night, people are buying ice cream. Like, who does that, peoples?
That something is wrong with the shit that I'm about to show you, and something is wrong with you. So they're saying that they lowered the age of dependence from 18 to the age of 7. You heard what I just said? They lowered the age of dependence from the age of 18 to the age of 7. So they're saying right now that your 7-year-old is responsible enough to take care of a household. Oh, you think I'm playing? Look at this shit. Listen to this shit right here.
From 18 to 7.
Listen.
So now, if you have an 8-year-old child, it is the belief of this administration that that child is self-sufficient and could work and support the family.
I don't know where this shit is going, but it don't seem like it's about to go the right way. How is it possible for a 7-year-old, an 8-year-old to take care of family? So you have Florida, then you have Iowa stating that these kids can work. Basically what that says to me is that you're viewing these minors as adults. My question to you is, what 8-year-old do you know right now that's responsible enough to go to work, to get paid and take care of family? At that age, they're not even responsible enough to clean up their own rooms. So you're telling me the workforce is more important than giving these kids an education? Or what you're telling me is that these adults want to treat these kids like adults for a reason. And since we're on the topic, what type of jobs will these kids have? This is the question that we have to ask. You see, but this is the type of shit they do behind our backs when everybody is worrying about what's going on with Diddy's and the entertainment industry and what's going on in Hollywood with Justin Bieber and all of this shit that don't make no never mind or don't matter to what's going on with life. They make up laws and shit like this while we're not looking. And now we are in some real shit. When you're at those delicate ages, you shouldn't have a care in the world. But apparently these people don't think that. Apparently these people have something else planned. We need as much information as we can get on this shit, because this shit don't sound good at all. Pay attention. If you don't think that something is wrong with the shit that I'm about to show you, then something is wrong with you. So they're saying that they lowered the age of dependence from 18 to the age of 7. You heard what I just said? They lowered the age of dependence from the age of 18 to the age of 7. So they're saying right now that your 7-year-old is responsible enough to take care of a household. Oh, you think I'm playing? Look at this shit.
They
Listen to
lowered
this
the
shit
age
right
of
here.
dependence from 18 to 7.
Listen.
So now, if you have an 8-year-old child, it is the belief of this administration that that child is self-sufficient and could work and support the family.
I don't know where this shit is going, but it don't seem like it's about to go the right way. How is it possible for a 7-year-old, an 8-year-old to take care of family? So you have Florida, then you have Iowa stating that these kids can work. Basically what that says to me is that you're viewing these minors as adults. My question to you is, what 8-year-old do you know right now that's responsible enough to go to work, to get paid and take care of family? At that age, they're not even responsible enough to clean up their own rooms. So you're telling me the workforce is more important than giving these kids an education? Or what you're telling me is that these adults want to treat these kids like adults for a reason. And since we're on the topic, what type of jobs will these kids have? This is the question that we have to ask. You see, but this is the type of shit they do behind our backs when everybody is worrying about what's going on with Diddy's and the entertainment industry and what's going on in Hollywood with Justin Bieber and all of this shit that don't make no never mind or don't matter to what's going on with life. They make up laws and shit like this while we're not looking. And now we are in some real shit. When you're at those delicate ages, you shouldn't have a care in the world. But apparently these people don't think that. Apparently these people have something else planned. We need as much information as we can get on this shit, because this shit don't sound good at all. Pay attention. If you
Peoples, if you think that a 7-year-old or 8-year-old can be able to take care of a household and take care of themselves, you're crazy. But that's what the man said, right? You heard him. You heard what he said, peoples. All right, let's take a look at this, peoples. Y'all need to, stay woke. Stay woke. Let's take a look at this, peoples. And this is happening in Iowa. Peoples, stay woke. Because this ain't no joke. Let's go.
Now they want your kids too. You'll need to understand what's about to happen here. The Trump administration is floating around mass incarcerating teenagers. Basically, the kids that they have decided are a trouble to society. But I need you to see the bigger picture. First, they came for immigrant labor. They cut it, restricted it, and pushed millions out of the workforce. But those billion-dollar corporations, they didn't suddenly decide that we'll just pay adults a living wage now. Oh no, these corporations are looking for replacements. And guess who's next on the list? Your children. See, if they can't get you to hand over your children willingly, they'll create a system so they can just take them, slap them with charges and label them a threat. And then they're going to funnel them into state-run facilities that look like a prison, but going to feel a whole lot like a factory floor. Underpaid, overworked, and undereducated. Exactly the way they like their workforce. And before you think I'm being dramatic, I want you to remember something. They've already gutted public schools, stripped the funding, and made sure entire communities are left behind educationally. And why? Well, because if you can't get a quality education, they can justify the things that they're going to do to you. This is not about keeping kids off the streets. It's about replacing that workforce they lost with a workforce they can control from the ground up. It's about making sure the rich stay richer while the working class, and now their children, keep grinding to feed a system that's never going to feed them back. So yeah, you should pay attention, because when they tell you it's about safety, ask the question, safety for who? They don't just want your tax dollars, now they want your kids too. You'll need to understand what's about to happen here. The Trump administration is floating around mass incarcerating teenagers. Basically, the kids that they have decided are a trouble to society. But I need you to see the bigger picture. First, they came for immigrant labor. They cut it, restricted it, and pushed millions out of the workforce. But those billion-dollar corporations, they didn't suddenly decide that we'll just pay adults a living wage now. Oh no, these corporations are looking for replacements. And guess who's next on the list? Your children. See, if they can't get you to hand over your children willingly, they'll create a system so they can just take them, slap them with charges and label them a threat. And then they're going to funnel them into state-run facilities that look like a prison, but going to feel a whole lot like a factory floor. Underpaid, overworked, and undereducated. Exactly the way they like their workforce. And before you think I'm being dramatic, I want you to remember something. They've already gutted public schools, stripped the funding, and made sure entire communities are left behind educationally. And why? Well, because if you can't get a quality education, they can justify the things that they're going to do to you. This is not about keeping kids off the streets. It's about replacing that workforce they lost with a workforce they can control from the ground up. It's about making sure the rich stay richer while the working class, and now their children, keep grinding to feed a system that's never going to feed them back. So yeah, you should pay attention. Because when they tell you it's about safety, ask the question, safety for who?
And see, peoples, you guys not only need to just pay attention, but you need to get your little black, yellow, white, Portuguese, Mexican, whatever color or race you are. You need to get your tails up and you need to go vote. And you need to go vote early. You need to go vote. And you need to go vote early. The days of saying that, well, you know, my vote don't count. Oh, I don't care about the politics and things like that. Well, see, this is why they do what they do, because it's people like you that just don't care about voting, don't think that the vote will ever count in things. Everybody is corrupt and all like this. Well, so when things start to happen to you, don't you sit your tails up here and complain about jack crap. Because if you don't want to get up and try to make a difference, well, then you ain't got nothing to say. I get tired of listening to people, well, I don't vote. Why you don't vote? This is why they do the things that they do. Because you don't take the time out to go out and exercise your right. Now, when shit hits the fan and you ain't voted, don't you say a damn word. Nothing. I don't want to hear nothing. I don't want to hear no excuse. Oh, well, the Democrats. Oh, well, the Republicans. Oh, well, the Independents. Oh, well, this and that and the other. Well, that's why these people do what they do. Because you don't exercise your right. Now, when your kids get knocked up, when your kids get in prison and in jail, and all of these things happen to them, don't you say a mumbling word. When your Social Security is taken, when your Medi-Cal is taken, when everything is taken from you, don't you say a word. Don't you say a word. Because there's people like you that allow these devils to go ahead and continue to do the various things that they do. Go vote and exercise your right. People have died for that. And if you choose not to, you better not say nothing to me, because I'm going to be the first to blast you. I'm going to be the first to talk about you. This is why our society is the way that it is. And Trump and his allies and stuff is doing the various things that they do. It's because people like you that don't want to exercise their right. All because you just feel that your little vote ain't going to count. Well, if everybody in society feels that way, well, then shut up. Just shut up. Let's go on to our next thing, people, here. We're going to take a look at this right here. This is our next case right here, people, that we're going to take a look at. Let me share my screen. Let's go.
Hospital exposed, hiding a black woman's body, harvesting the organs. It's a damn shame. Put it up full mask. California woman goes missing. Is found in a morgue months later with organs taken out of her body. Ms. Tanya Walker went missing in November of 2023, could not be found anywhere by the family. This prompted a thorough search throughout their home of Sacramento for months. The investigation officially began November 10th, when Tanya's family reported her missing to the police. It's not like Tanya Walker to do this, so they got police involved. Her sisters. The Walker's appearance searched for months. Then a break came. A break in the case did not come until May 2024, several months later, when the DOJ noticed that she had been marked as deceased by the DMV. So a sheriff's deputy told the family that they had finally found Walker's body on a shelf in a morgue located on the outskirts of Sacramento. When family arrived, they were shown Miss Walker's body. Walker was missing her eyes and her epidermal, her skin. Was identified through the renderings of a tattoo on her arm. Walker's family discovered that she actually died in November 2nd of cardiac arrest. California-based medical organizations, a nonprofit, is now facing a civil lawsuit filed by Walker's family. Go. Hospital exposed, hiding a black woman's body, harvesting the organs. It's a damn shame. Put it up full mask. California woman goes missing, is found in a morgue months later with organs taken out of her body. Ms. Tanya Walker went missing in November of 2023, could not be found anywhere by the family. This prompted a thorough search throughout their home of Sacramento for months. The investigation officially began November 10th, when Tanya's family reported her missing to the police. It's not like Tanya Walker to do this, so they got police involved. Her sisters. The Walker's appearance searched for months. Then a break came. A break in the case did not come until May 2024, several months later, when the DOJ noticed that she had been marked as deceased by the DMV. So a sheriff's deputy told the family that they had finally found Walker's body on a shelf in a morgue located on the outskirts of Sacramento. When family arrived, they were shown Miss Walker's body. Walker was missing her eyes and her epidermal, her skin.
She was missing her eyes and she was missing her skin. She was missing her eyes and she was missing her skin, peoples. She was missing her eyes and she was missing her skin. And she was gone for months, peoples. Incredible. Absolutely incredible, peoples. And so what is anybody saying? You know, I mean, that's just another black person gone. Yeah, true enough, the family is going to get some money, but money is not going to replace the loved one. You know, it's one less black person that we have to worry about. Now, they said that she died of a heart attack. Could we really believe that she died of a heart attack? For all we know, that she could have been taken out of here by some overdose or whatever. I mean, are we to only just believe the report of what they said? Because in my experience with the Kenneka Jenkins case, they told you all of this stuff, but come not to find out that all of this stuff didn't happen in the manner to which they said it did. Because on Kenneka's arm, peoples, on Kenneka's arm, when you looked at the watch did not match the time that the watch was taken off and put into evidence. Do you see what I'm saying? On Kenneka's arm, the watch says 9. It says 9. But in evidence, it says 9:15. So what, the watch just happens to change itself? In the evidence, peoples, with Kenneka, the girl in the room with T.Y. in Tunisia, she had on a ring on her finger. But the girl in the freezer did not have on a ring. The girl in the chair had on a ring. But the girl in the freezer didn't have a ring on. The property was at the funeral home before the body was moved. But yet TM had said nothing happened to my daughter. Peoples, all in the name of money. TM got some answering to do, because TM had said that that was her daughter walking the halls of that establishment. But come to find out, it wasn't Kenneka. And Edward Joseph was the one who had shown all of this evidence to you all. But TM still said that nothing happened to my daughter. It was an accident, and that Kenneka did this on her own, because that was the only way that she can sue. So instead of going with the notion that something happened to your daughter, and she said it herself, them bastards killed my child. Well, if that be the case, TM, why didn't you fight for criminal persecution instead of a accident? And it's just like what Randall Robinson said, F that money, because something was funny. And TM already knew what the play was, because she said it herself. She had told you that somebody was in that kitchen with her daughter for hours. That's what she said. It came from her own lips, peoples. I can't make this stuff up. She said that. She said them bastards killed my child. But yet she went forth to go sue the company and companies, and basically stated nothing happened to my child. Now, I have proven to you unequivocally and undeniably, you TM lovers. I have shown you and I have told you. And it ain't no denying the evidence, peoples. Now, you can believe what you want to believe, but see, I ain't Steve. Do you understand what I'm saying? I'm not Steve. I'm Edward. And I've shown you unequivocally and undeniably what happened to Kanika Jenkins. And when you people say that Kanika was in TY's live, where is the ring? Nobody talked about the ring. But you clearly see that two girls in the same room had on a ring on the middle finger. And ain't nobody ever mentioned that out of 8 years of talking about this Kanika Jenkins case. Nobody has ever mentioned the ring except for Edward Joseph. Because if she had the ring in the room, why was the ring taken off before she was supposed to have walked the halls of that establishment? And if she had the ring on, why did you not see the ring when they supposed to have walked into the establishment? See? That just goes to show you people unequivocally and undeniably, it wasn't Kanika. Because why would Kanika not walk into the establishment without the ring on when she always had wore the ring? Why would she not walk with it on, walking into the establishment, then put it on while she's in the room, and then take it off to go walk the halls of that establishment? Help me to make that make sense, people. That doesn't make no sense whatsoever. Which clearly tells me that many of you YouTubers did not see the play. And I've just shown you the play unequivocally and undeniably. So you can sit up here, you can talk about Franz Cobain, you can talk about the beverage manager, you can talk about all of these people who supposedly had hijacked Kanika. But the one thing that you cannot explain is you cannot explain why the girl in the room had on the ring and the girl in the freezer doesn't. Why is it that the person that was supposed to have been Kanika walking into the establishment never wore a ring on the finger? Why? See, those are the various things that you can't get around, and you don't have no explanation for it. That's why you sit back and you look so stupid. Do you understand what I'm saying? See, you can't debunk Edward Joseph because, see, peoples, I told you, I have been speaking to different ones that is involved in this case, family members. And then the ones who was closest to Kanika. Still today, I'm still talking to one of her friends that knew Kanika very personally. She watches my live. She get a kick out of it. She told me a lot of things. She know that she can't say too much, because then her life will be in danger. But every time, she gets into that mood and she starts to break down and she starts to open up her mouth and start to confess. I know more about what happened that night than any of you. Now, am I going to betray her trust? No. I'm not. I'm only going to share what I can. And that I can't, I won't, because I'm not going to put her life in danger. But it took me a minute to gain her trust. And see, the thing is, many of you may think, oh, well, you know, I'm all capped and all like this. Well, that's fine, because the people who's closest to me, my moderators, they've seen the text messages between me and the person. They've seen the text messages. So it ain't no need for me to cap. You see what I'm saying? It ain't no need for me to cap. I just got something that you don't have. And I told her, I said, Mel, now, you know, I am trying my best to, you know, talk about this case and to really shed some light up on it and stuff. And it's going to come a time to when, you know, I'm going to have to break up with some things. Now, I would love for you to come on and to share your thoughts and views, even if it's to a certain degree. You know, but I want it to be in your time, not my time. I don't want to try to force you with anything. I'm not trying to coerce you into anything and stuff. I just want to know what happened to the young lady. And some things that I found out, people, it was just, man, wow. I couldn't believe it myself. And I said that you were supposed to have been her friend. But then by her explaining certain things, I do understand where she's coming from. I do understand. And I can't do nothing but just respect that. But they watch all of them. All of them watch. Every last one of them. Even TM, she watch herself in things. And she is so surprised because, see, the thing is that I've literally brought out something in this case that nobody else has done. And that is, where is the ring? Nobody has ever brought that out. Where is the ring? And still today, no other YouTuber can ever answer the question as to what happened to the ring. Y'all go watch my live that I did, my very last live. And it is a sight to see because I went in depth, in great detail, and I explained to the people. So all of these YouTubers, whoever talked about the Kenneka Jenkins case, well, you know, let them have it. Let them say whatever they want to say and stuff. But see, one thing is for certain and one thing is true. They can never tell you what happened to the ring. That's for certain. That's for sure. They can never tell you. They can come up with all of these conspiracy theories. They can talk about everybody else under the sun and stuff. But when it comes down to the ring, they cannot tell you what happened to the ring. They can't tell you that. They can't tell you what happened to the ring. I guarantee you that. You go ask Casey Chloe, Over Sanchez, Mendina, Trey Gabe, 54 Keys, Zillionaire, Bossman Hair, Lossman, John Q, Leno Witness, Lord Footage, Mike Larry, Zillionaire, and all a hell of a chick. and everybody else, I guarantee you, peoples, they can never tell you what happened to the ring. They can't tell you. They never talked about it because they didn't know themselves. Do you understand what I'm saying, people? See, I brought out a lot of information in this Kenneka Jenkins case that no other YouTuber has ever talked about. Because if they did, then that would have been the forefront of what they were saying, but they didn't. I know that. They know that. That's why to date, they can never challenge me upon the Kenneka Jenkins case, peoples, because they don't know. I got information now. Slowly but surely, I'm going to bust out with it because it's going to change the dynamics of this case. What I have shown you about the ring, that totally changes the dynamics of this case. TM can't say nothing to me because TM lied. TM knew that Kenneka was set up. She knew it. That's why I dare TM to bring up a lawsuit up against me for defamation of character. She can't do it. I want her to. I want anybody to bring a suit up against me for defamation of character. And watch, don't I explode with everything that I got. See, people, let me tell you something. See, there is some things that's brewing behind the scenes that is going to connect the Kenneka Jenkins case. Because the thing that happened with that young lady who was the mayor of Dalton, Illinois. Y'all remember that? Mayor Tiffany Henyard. Well, you do remember the other councilman that was on payroll and that was in her corner. You do remember that. And one of the people was named Andrew Holmes. And see, the feds is not only coming after Tiffany Henyard, the feds is coming after Andrew Holmes and others. And you do remember what Andrew Holmes had did to that young lady out there in Vegas. He gave her topiramate. Well, what was supposed to have been in Kenneka Jenkins' system? Topiramate. Well, how do you think that the people got hold of topiramate? And why was Andrew Holmes a part of this whole Kenneka Jenkins scheme? Because the nigga knew Bill Murray and Son. The nigga knew the beverage manager, the maintenance guy. The nigga knew James Coleman and Carl Nesbitt. The nigga knew the police department. The nigga knew Joel Comm. And the nigga was placed in there to put a monkey wrench into everything and to change the narrative. But instead of changing the narrative, he gave us the narrative. And this is how all of this shit is about to go down, peoples. See, the Bible says, be not deceived, for God is not mocked. Whatso a man soweth, that shall he also reap. You're going to reap what you sow. And it's about to go down, peoples. It's about to go down. It's about to go down with Jay-Z. It's about to go down with Andrew Holmes. It already went down with Diddy, but more stuff is about to come with Diddy. You hear this stuff about Cat Williams. It's about to go down with LeBron James. Oh, it's about to go down with a lot of Hollywood stars. And you thought that Trump was a chump? Oh no, people. Far from. The one thing about Trump's DOJ is simply this. All of those deviant, devilish, and demonic people who had did these demonic deeds is going down. The Biden administration didn't want to do shit. The Obama administration didn't want to do shit. But the Trump administration, although I can't stand their guts, I tell you one thing, this administration right here in this regards is going after all of these people. And they're leaving no stone unturned. You guys watch what I'm saying. You guys watch what I'm saying. Watch what I say, people. I'm fit to share something with you. Let me go to my channel. I'm fit to share something with you, peoples. Let me go to my channel because I need you guys to watch this. See, the one thing I do, people, is I watch, I fight, and I pray. I sure do. I watch, I fight, and I pray. And the one thing is that I'm not sleep. I'm not sleep, peoples. I am not sleep. I've always paid attention to my surroundings. I've always paid attention to things. And this is what you guys need to do. You guys need to pay attention because I'm telling you, it is about to go down. And all of these people who's been doing this stuff, they are about to go down. And the connections is being made, peoples. That's why these people are so silent. That's why Hollywood is so silent. That's why, you know, all of this shit that these people are saying and stuff, they're coming out and they're trying to get ahead of it because, see, they are a part of it. All of this secret society madness and stuff is being exposed big time, peoples. It's being exposed big time. And all of these gatekeepers and all of these people who's been doing all of this stuff, it is coming to a head because the Lord says time is at hand. Watch what I say, people. You're seeing it. You are seeing it. It starts with Diddy, and then it's going to go and it's going to snowball down. And it's going to take down a lot of people. And you thought that the Kenneka Jenkins case was over with. It ain't over with, people. It's just begun. Because, see, the one who had planted the seeds is the one who's going to get convicted. Andrew Holmes. And not only are they looking into all of the financial dealings and stuff with Andrew Holmes, but they're looking into human trafficking and organ harvesting, which he is a part of, which all of the other people who I mentioned is a part of. There is a ring that is going on, peoples. All of these insiders is connected. See, that's what you guys don't get. So this is what you guys don't get. Everybody is connected to organizations and things that is going on. You know, all you got to do, all you got to do is just look back, scan the airways and stuff, and look who they've been taking pictures with. Look who they're connected with. Look who every time things going on, where this person is and where this person is and where this person is and stuff. It ain't hard to connect the connects to the connects, peoples. That's why they go so hard in really trying to vilify people's character. They try to deem them crazy. You see what they tried to do to me. But every last one of them, I fought valiantly. And look what I had did. I exposed them all. They ain't got S to say about me now, do they? Because see, the thing is, peoples, is simply this. See, if I didn't have receipts, it wasn't nothing I can say. But I got receipts. And I've been showing receipts. I've been showing you and showing you and showing you and showing you and showing you. For the people who worked so diligently and so hard to try to take me down, where is she now? She ain't talking about me now. But I've shown so many receipts of her and what she knew and what she did. And I tied her ASS right back to TM herself because they was working together. Oh, peoples, I got some serious receipts. See, I can take TM down right now if I wanted to. I can stir up some major controversy if I wanted to. Because, see, I have the audio and I have the videos. Thanks to my friend. See, she's good. She's real good. And she loved her some Edward Joseph. You know, but she wanted me to understand why she did what she did. And I understand it. I get it. You know, you're young, you're impressionable. You know, you have to go with what the people said. I get it. But that's okay. This is why a lot of things was given to me, because they knew that I would be the one who's going to bust this shit wide open. And slowly but surely, peoples, I have literally over the years have been putting different things out there, and every so often I'll put something new to where you guys can see it and understand it for yourself, because ain't nobody else did it. See, I don't go with status quo. I don't go with the narrative of what everybody is pushing out there and things. I have always been different. I have always focused upon Kanika. I didn't get all tied up, wrapped up, tangled up in TY and all of these people and stuff, and, you know, do all of these makeshift this and that and the other like Trey Gay. I stay consistent and insistent. After all of these 8 years or something, Trey Gay ain't never mentioned about the ring. He never did. He never mentioned about two girls in the same room with a ring on. He ain't never mentioned about the girl walking the halls of that establishment without a ring. But we seen the pictures of Kanika wearing the ring. Because Zaria Walls was the one who gave the ring to her. And Zaria was the one who wore the same ring. It wasn't like that they were lovers. It wasn't like that they were intimate and, you know, had some type of fascination going on. It was a friendship. Zaria Walls was Kanika's best friend. More so than Monifa, Shemaya, and Bree, and Irene. Zaria Walls was Kanika's best friend. That's why Zaria had Kanika's name tattooed on her chest. Clear as daylight. You seen the big words, it says Kanika. Nobody does that unless you are something special to that person. And Zaria Walls got set up out there on a boat, out there in the middle of nowhere land, and got killed, was thrown off a boat. Now, y'all can believe this madness and things as much as you want to and stuff, about it was an accident. She just happens to fall off the boat, and then everybody else is there and protected. No, people, this is deeper than what you think. Woo-hoo! Oh, my God. And wait till I get back up on that particular case, because the one who chimed out knew way more than what she had said. That's why she chimed out, because she didn't want the smoke upon her. But see, I got some information, peoples, and I'm going to talk about it. See, this is why they had did to Zaria when she had died. They went and took all of her stuff out of her store, peoples. So friends won't do that. Foes will. They hated Zaria. And so for all of you who said that Zaria had set up Kenneka, you stupid. You really stupid for that one, because that ain't never happened, peoples. Zaria ain't never set up Kenneka. I don't care. You don't have no proof whatsoever with that. And I don't care what your narrative is. That ain't the case. Zaria Walls had nothing to do with the death of Kenneka. Now, I'll stand 10 toes down up on that with the information that I got. And I can prove that unequivocally and undeniably, peoples. I can prove it. Zaria Walls got taken out of here because of Kenneka. And they waited till the opportune time to make sure that, just like in Kenneka's case, they deem it an accident. And that's exactly what they did. And nothing else came upon it. And Miss Kitty Wells got all of that money because she had life insurance upon her daughter. Just like TM had life insurance upon all of her family, every last one of them, all of her family. Who does that, peoples? Who have life insurance upon all of their family? And if you ever did any type of research upon TM, you will have seen all of the lawsuits that she have had throughout the years, suing everybody under the sun. So I employed TM to come sue Edward Joseph. I mean, since she's so happy, she's got case after case after case after case after case after case after case suing people. Come sue Edward Joseph. You got money. You can afford attorneys. Sue me. She can't. That woman is scared of me more so now than ever before. Because I revealed something that no other YouTuber has ever revealed in the Kenneka Jenkins case. I revealed that the young lady who's supposed to have been Kenneka was not Kenneka walking into the establishment and walking the halls of that establishment, because that person never had a ring on, peoples. The person never did. And that person was a trainee. See, I employ all of the people who proclaim to know so much about the Kenneka Jenkins case. Come on and talk to me. Come talk to me. And come share with me and the people what you believe that you know. They won't do it, peoples. And the reason why they won't do it, because they don't know. They don't want to be embarrassed. They don't want to make a record that will stand forever and a day of them saying anything, because they know that it will be used up against them. You come onto my live and you come and talk all of this nonsense, Oh yeah, I'm gonna use it up against you. Sure no, because you're stupid. You're stupid if you're ever going to sit here on my live and trying to push this so-called narrative that you think that you know what you don't know. You don't know. Peoples, I am a logical and meticulous person, and I have spoken to the family. I've spoken to the friends. I got inside knowledge. I got inside information that you don't know. But I implore you to come and talk to me up on my channel and then tell me and everybody else what you think that you know. Because when you do that, all I'm going to do is just turn around and make mincemeat out of you. Now, if you're in the know, you're in the know. But if you don't know, shh, quiet. They're just like all of the other YouTubers. Talk all of this shit on their channel, but never come to minds. Out of 8+ years, this case has been indoctrinated to the internet. I have not once one YouTuber that ever came onto my live to challenge me and to knew what they were talking about. People think, but they don't know. And then the ones who did try to come on and try to say something, my challenge to them is simply this. Where is the ring? You said that that's Kanika walking the halls of that establishment. I say, where's the ring? Because if that was Kanika standing right there when Tanasia had said, I'm going to give this cup to that girl. Well, if you guys said that that was Kanika, well, that girl had a ring on her finger. And then the girl who was sitting down in the chair had a ring on her finger. And Kanika wore the ring on her middle finger. So if you can clearly see that in the video, a shiny ring, well, why couldn't you see it of the girl walking the halls of that establishment? It was clear enough light to where you should have seen a ring shining, but you did not see a ring shining. And you did not see a ring on Kanika's finger in the freezer. So where is the ring? You never seen the ring. Where is the ring? You don't know. And that's exactly my point, peoples. That's exactly my point. But we're gonna get into that, peoples. We're gonna get more into that and stuff. We're gonna really bust this thing down, and I'm gonna reveal a little bit more. I'm gonna reveal a little bit more because see, these guardians, they can't hide forever. You know, where's the King Robs and the Chosen King? I mean, as much as I've been talking about the Kanika Jenkins case, you would think that they would have came to my live to come and try to debunk Edward Joseph. I'm sure that they saw me. The King Robs, the Chosen Kings, the these people and that people and stuff. I mean, shit, my lives has been out there all everywhere. Everybody's seen it. And so why isn't it that they can't confront me? I had all of them on my channel, you know, King Von Silk, T Slay, Cousin Design, Casey Cloyo, Vera Sanchez Medina, Hell of a Chick. Even Mike Larry came to my channel. You know, so why isn't it that these people could not confront Edward Joseph if they got all of the information in the case? And the reason why they stopped talking about the case because they didn't know what they were talking about, and so they couldn't solve anything, so they had to let it go. And then you got Trey Gay trying to include everybody under the sun and then some and things, but what does all of that have to do with Kanika? See, you know, you can so-called connect these people to these people to these people to these people to these people, but what does all of that have to do with Kenneka? It has nothing to do with Kenneka. In the grand scheme of things, peoples, it has nothing to do with Kenneka. It's a good story, but as many times that Treygate has changed his narrative, I mean, you know, you would think by now, people's out to 8 years, how many times are you going to change the narrative? How many times are you going to say this happened to Kenneka and that happened to Kenneka and this happened to Kenneka and that happened to Kenneka? People's, all you got to do is just go back and listen to what TM said. TM said that them bastards killed my child. That's what she said. TM said that there was an employee in the kitchen with her daughter for several hours. Why is everybody forgetting that fact? That is a fact. That's what TM said. It came from her lips. So if someone was in the kitchen with her daughter for several hours, what is that telling you? That is telling you that someone was in the kitchen with her daughter for several hours. And then that be the case, peoples, it couldn't have been an accident. It was pure D murder. And TM had saw video that they never showed everybody else. And they threatened her life. Yep, they sure did. But see, let me tell you something. TM was trying to tell you without telling you. And when she told you, that's when she got that black eye. Because you remember, she was standing in the mirror with her handler, James Coleman. And she had a big shiner on her face. And you remember on the porch when she was giving her testimony, James Coleman had grabbed her by the shoulder and squeezed her shoulder. Okay, you said enough. Shut it down now. See, people, it's so many videos. You guys are not looking at the signs. You guys are not looking at how he controlled her and controlled her narrative. We're going to go back over it, people. We're going to talk about it. And this time around, I'm going to just take my time and I'm going to walk this thing down like you wouldn't believe. Because at the end of the day, peoples, the Kenneka Jenkins case ain't over with. Now, many people say, oh, well, yeah, you know, the case is over with. She's got her money and stuff. It doesn't mean nothing, peoples. It ain't no, it ain't no statute of limitations upon murder. It's not, you know. Why do you think that so many people had left the scene? Franz Carbe, he left the scene. The person, Christy Christos or whatever, you know, the one who's supposed to have did the autopsy upon Kenneka, she left right after the autopsy. She ain't nowhere to be found. Who does that, people? See, these are the things that you guys need to be aware of and stay aware of. These things just don't happen, peoples. Why is all of these people left right after the things that had happened? That just unheard of. And then all of these people got killed behind this case. All of these people got killed behind this case, people. Why? That's the question that you need to ask. We're going to walk it down, peoples. I got time. We're going to walk it down. We're going to walk it down. But for right now, I want to get back into what I was just showing you, peoples. Let me show you this video because this is going to be the connect to the connect. Because the one who's been investigated now, and even though he had friends on the force, but his friends on the force can't stop him from being indicted. And it doesn't stop there. Andrew Holmes is the Achilles heel to the Kenneka Jenkins case. His name is tarnished. He has no more pull. He has no more say. He's another Diddy, because once you had outlived your youthfulness, then they get rid of you. And that's exactly what's happening in his case. Out of all of these abductions and stuff going on, when did you ever see Andrew Holmes out, been in the forefront, been a spokesperson for anybody in Chicago lately? You haven't. The boy is silent as a mouse because he knows all hell is about to break loose. And that's good for him, peoples. It's good for him. Because the thing is simply this. You sold yourself to the devil. Now the devil is asking and is demanding payment. And since you can't pay up, well, your soul is required in hell. Who said that? It was a movie that somebody had said that. I remember that line. Your soul is required in hell. Well, I ain't got a hell to put nobody in, but those demonic people who had literally used him is requiring payment now. Watch what I say, people. Just hang in there. Watch what I say. Is happening right now as I speak. Things is happening. We're gonna watch this video and listen to what the people said. Is that all right, peoples? I see my peoples that came in. Hello, Island Girl 49. How are you, ma'am? It is a blessing to see you on today. Island Girl says, hi, Edward and chat. And Randall Robinson had said, peoples, he said years ago, this is way deeper than what people think. And I tell you, people, see, it is. It is way deeper than what you guys think. This is just the tip of the iceberg that is just about to start tumbling down. And so I'm just sitting back, peoples. I'm just sitting back. I'm just watching. Because at the end of the day, it doesn't matter what I say. It doesn't matter what you think. It's all about what God is getting ready to do. And the Lord said it himself, not me. He said it in his word. Be not deceived, for God is not mocked. Whatso a man soweth, that shall he also reap. It's harvest time, and a lot of people are reaping exactly what they have been sowing for years. And that's why I say, Father, I know I got some reaping to do. And when it's my time to reap, be light up on me, please. Forgive me. At least I have enough sense to admit my wrongs and become godly sorry for the various things that I've done. I can't change the past, but I can move in the present. I can't predict the future, but I can move in the present. And so while I am in the present, Father, forgive me for anything that I've said. If I offended anyone, forgive me. If I done you harm, forgive me. If I brought injustice into your life or said anything that was inappropriate, forgive me from the bottom of my heart. At least I have enough godliness in myself to ask the Lord for forgiveness and then ask for all of you for forgiveness, to empty myself and to cleanse my heart. And so when it's my time to come reap, it won't be so hard because I've already asked for forgiveness. Now, if you don't want to forgive me, that's fine. You ain't got to. You know, the Lord ain't never said that you had to, you know. He just wants you to love. So whether you forgive me or not, that's fine. But he just wants you to love me, just like he loves you. See, the Lord looked beyond our faults and he saw all of our needs. So now if God can forgive, well, it ain't no reason why you can't. And I still got people today who walking around here with an unforgiving heart. You know, people still holding grudges up against me for whatever and things. But I want them to know, hey, I love you with the love of Christ, and there's absolutely nothing you can do about it. That's it. I let it go. I move on. I don't worry about it. I'm not thinking about it. Because if you want to harbor madness in your heart, well, then that's fine. We ain't got to speak, but I still love you, you know, and it ain't going to stop me from doing the various things that I do right now. That's for sure, peoples, you know. So I'm standing at 900 strong and I'm working my way to 1,000. So I had to switch up the things that I have been doing on my lives. But I know what keeps the people going, because everybody wants to hear about Kanika. We're going to get back on Kanika, peoples. You know, that's my staple right there. We're going to get back up on Kanika. But I wanted to switch things up a little bit and whatnot and stuff. And we got 900. We're on our way, peoples. We're on our way. And I greatly appreciate all of my subscribers and the ones who continue to keep coming in, continue to keep watching, continue to keep supporting the channel. My day ones and day twos, like Miss Low down, or whoever that lady is, you know, how she said. But I ain't trying to take her words and stuff, people, because I have my own way of operating and running lives and things. But I want you guys to take a look at this video here. I want you guys to listen to it and listen to it attentively and stuff, because the feds is coming up the hen yard. But not only are the feds coming up the hen yard, the feds is coming after the people who surrounded her as well. And all of those other deeds that these people have done, all of that stuff is coming out. And so when the indictment starts to hit, you're getting ready to see some heads roll. And it's going to spill over into the Kanika Jenkins case, peoples. Mark my words. Watch what I say. I'm just giving you a little bit of inside tidbits as to what I've been hearing. You know, this is what I've been hearing. Because the thing is simply this. A lot of people in Chicago is corrupt. And a lot of money flows through Chicago streets. And a lot of these people are tied into all of this human trafficking and organ harvesting. And a lot of this stuff is tied to Hollywood. And a lot of people are tied to Hollywood. And you are going to be surprised as to who the connects is. And see, Bill Murray can't hide, peoples. You know, he can't hide. All of these people think that they got away with murder. No, they didn't. No, they didn't. That's why I still talk about the Kenneka Jenkins case. No, they didn't. Because the one thing that I know by me being a Christian person, a man of God, a believer, things doesn't happen in our time. It happens in the Lord's time. And when the Lord says, it ain't nothing you can do, because it's all going to come and it's going to come to a head. And I just thank God that what's about to come is going to bring some recompense, some justice, much needed for these people who have suffered for all of this time. It's coming, peoples. Justice is coming. It's coming.
Tiffany was hiding them. Girl, you really played yourself with that one. You should have just turned those in and hoped for the best. Maybe cross your fingers and pray their eyes weren't working too well that day so they wouldn't notice what you did. Don't look at me like that. You did this, not me. Hey y'all, it's your girl J9 Eve.
Y'all see that right there, peoples? There it is right there. I said, there it is right there, peoples. Y'all see that? Right there. She's going down and he's going down. When did you ever seen Andrew Holmes make a public appearance lately, peoples? You didn't. You didn't. One, two, feds is coming for you. 3, 4. You cannot lock your door. 5, 6. You can't do no splits. 7, 8. You thought you were great. 9, 10. You never win. 11, 12. You're going to hell. There it is right there, peoples. Her right-hand man, the one who gave to Pyramid to that young lady in Vegas. And guess where the Pyramid led back to? Kenneka Jenkins.
That day so they wouldn't notice what you did. Don't look at me like that. You did this, not me. Hey y'all, it's your girl J9 Eve. Make sure to hit that like button, subscribe, and share this video. Jump in the comments and tell me what you think about all this. Now, I want you to put yourself in the shoes of the trustees, especially the Village of Dalton trustees, who have been trying so hard to work with this particular person. They backed her up, even when her speeches were broken and her words made little sense. They still wanted to believe in her. I believe in me, she said, and they stood by her. But every 5 seconds, she was cussing them out whenever they asked for information. They kept trying, over and over, and she kept turning around and calling them crazy, accusing them of being haters who didn't support her. She gaslit them so much that they started doubting themselves, wondering if maybe they were the problem. Then one day the feds showed up, and that's when they realized it wasn't just them. That moment, when the truth began to unravel, was something else. I still remember how surreal it felt. And let's not forget Keith Freeman, her administrator. He stood by her through everything, loyal to the end, because that's what accomplices do. What's funny is that Tiffany's words and Tiffany's thoughts are never aligned. What she says and what she actually feels couldn't be more different. They're like strangers passing each other on the street. No recognition whatsoever. Reality and Tiffany's version of it have never even been introduced. So I often wonder what's going through her mind when those moments hit. When the feds pull up, when people start calling for her arrest, when the news cameras show agents carrying boxes out of the building. We know what she says, but that doesn't mean it has anything to do with what's real. She's mastered the art of concealing her true emotions, but that only works when you've got an audience. When you're alone, there's no one left to fool, no one to act for. That's when reality sits in. And when you've spent the entire day lying, when you've told so many stories you can't keep them straight, that day doesn't even count. It's like it never happened. You've just thrown away another 24 hours pretending. That's what Tiffany has done. She's wasted years of her life spinning lies, and every bit of money she made from it.
And listen, people, so I want you to notice one thing. Out of all of the years that Tiffany Henyard has been the mayor of Dalton, you never seen Tiffany Henyard sport the same type of outfit on any given day. So there's 365 days out of a year, right? But it wasn't 365 days that she's been on camera. It was just at least every Tuesday or Thursday or whenever they had their meetings. And so you look at the many times that they had their meetings throughout the year, and that is as many outfits that Tiffany Henyard had for the many years that she has been Dalton mayor. And not only at Dalton, but she was the trustee, she was the supervisor for the other province as well. So she was Dalton's mayor, and then she was the supervisor for the other city, state, not state, city, or city or village or whatever you call it. So she was the mayor. That's why she called super mayor, because she was the supervisor for the other city, and then she was the mayor of Dalton. I can't think of the name of the other city. And so she was the supervisor and she was the mayor all at the same time. And all at the same time, both the supervisor and the mayor, she never sported the same outfit. Never sported the same type of hairstyle. Never. You guys look at it. The evidence is in your face. I said the evidence is right there in your face. You know? Look at all of the different outfits for the rest of this video, and you will see that she will never had wore the same outfit. That's incredible, peoples. But what do I know? I'm just a reporter. I'm just Edward Joseph reporting on this case. Let's go.
Gone. Given away to her boyfriend. Just a gut feeling, but it fits. Eventually, the trustees had to take matters into their own hands. They hired the same woman Tiffany once bragged about bringing in to help, except this time she was brought in to investigate Tiffany herself. In recent weeks, the building doors have been locked, with only a handful of people allowed in to conduct business. One trustee said it best. She felt an incredible sense of relief. For 3 long years, they'd been begging for transparency, desperate for basic financial information about village spending. No one was coming to save them. But now, maybe, just maybe, They were one step closer to the truth. That trustee was Norwood, the sweetest of them all. Even then, that was a year ago. Tiffany held on for another year, dragging everyone through more frustration. Those trustees suspected subpoenas were involved, though details weren't entirely clear. Still, the very sight of FBI agents walking in and out of the building with boxes was enough to set the whole town buzzing. Dozens of residents gathered outside, talking, speculating, waiting for answers. "I'm happy justice is finally being served," said Trustee Brittany Norwood after learning a new federal subpoena had been served at Dalton Village Hall. And what were they asking for this time? All payment records, expense reimbursements, P-cards, and credit card expenditures tied to Mayor Henyard, the very documents Tiffany had been hiding. Oh yes, Tiffany, you really thought you could tuck those away forever? You should have just turned them in. Maybe if you had, they wouldn't have caught you. But hiding things from the feds? Come on, girl. That's bold, and not the smart kind of bold. The same subpoena demanded information about her right-hand man, Keith Freeman. He looked so proud of himself once, walking tall, acting untouchable. But newsflash, there are plenty of tall people in prison, and he's about to blend right in. Lately, he's been acting so calm and submissive, docile even. Ever since he flipped sides, he's been all yes-m, no problem. He's clearly not built for that life. Some people just aren't. The FBI isn't only after Tiffany and Freeman. They're also looking into the businesses tied to them, several trustees, and village employees who traveled with Tiffany. They want records for 10 different bars and restaurants, including Rinkeris Bar and Pablo's Cafe and Bar, both of which were raided and shut down by Dalton police earlier this year.
All of the people who had worked with her, all of the other trustees and stuff who was behind all of this stuff that she had did for all of this time, peoples, they are under investigation and they all are going down. Every last one of them. That includes none other than Andrew Holmes, peoples. He ain't making no lives. He ain't going out to Chicago to all of the different kids that is missing and stuff. He ain't doing none of that stuff no more. He's got fired from his job. You know? So once was a beacon of light to a lot of the people in Chicago and stuff now, and they look at him side-eye and things because he can't sit up here and lie no more because he's a part of the entourage, the people who had did all of these people wrong. People, let me tell you something. You cannot do wrong to people and expect to be blessed behind it. Your evil deeds will all the time come to bring you down. That's why Casey Cloyo Vera Sanchez Medina, that's why she's over there hurting so much and stuff, because she did a lot of evil stuff. And she don't know whether she's going to come in. Because she just wanted an audience. And even the audience can't save her.
When Fox 32 showed up to ask questions, chaos followed. Within minutes, police cars swarmed in, pushing customers out and threatening arrests. Now it's clear what the feds are really after, the extravagant, taxpayer-funded trips Tiffany and her crew took, complete with first-class tickets and luxury stays. They're demanding travel records for every one of those journeys. Tiffany, girl, you've been playing this game for too long, thinking no one's watching. But now everyone is. The truth's catching up, and this time, there's no hiding. Tiffany Henyard's pattern of financial recklessness became even clearer when her travel expenses started drawing scrutiny. She made trips to Washington, D.C., Las Vegas, and Portland, Oregon, all supposedly for official business. But when investigators dug deeper, it became obvious that something wasn't adding up. For instance, when Tiffany went to Washington, she attended a mayoral convention at the White House, meeting with President Biden as part of her duties as mayor. That part made sense. However, the problem was how she paid for it. She charged all those expenses, including the flights, hotel stay, and other travel costs, to Thornton Township, her other job. This meant she had mixed up funds from two separate government entities.
Thornton Township. Yeah, she was a supervisor for Thornton Township, and she was the mayor of Dalton. That's why she called herself Super Mayor, because she was a supervisor and she was a mayor all at the same time. Thornton Township. I couldn't think of that for nothing in the world, but I'm glad that the young lady reminded me of it. Super Mayor. Super Dummy. You guys remember Wile E. Coyote, right? Wile E. Coyote. Super genius. Well, but Wile E. Coyote never caught the Roadrunner because the boy was just way too fast. See, it says Tiffany A. Henyard, supervisor. Boy, see, people, it's just amazing how when black people get themselves into office and they get a little bit of power, it just goes to their head. Why can't you just do right? You was the first black female mayor. And you was a supervisor of Thornton Township. First black one. And you just messed it up because you got in there, you did the politics and stuff, and now look at you now. You suck. You did way too much than what you should have been doing and stuff. And see, that's the problem, peoples. It just got to her head. It got to her head. And when it got to her head, now, look at it. She messed herself up for good, for life. And now she's going to pay the price behind it, peoples. Black people will never learn. And if they ever learn, well, then, that'd be amazing, peoples. That'd be amazing, peoples, if black people ever learn. But the truth is, peoples, black people just never learn. They never learn. So it ain't no sense in even trying to sit around here and trying to feel sorry for them and stuff, because folks, they just won't learn. Get a little bit of power and then it goes to their head. And so instead of building the people up, she's constantly knocking them down. And why is that, people? So I never understood that. She had all of that fame, prestige, and things. She had all of the people in her corner and stuff, but yet she chose to bring the people down. And the walls will come tumbling down. Well, that's it, Tiffany Henyard and Andrew Holmes. Your cell ain't selling no more. It's over with. It's done. You got to hang it up. Got to hang it up.
Something no official is allowed to do. It's like working at AT&T and Verizon at the same time and accidentally charging your AT&T work trip to Verizon's corporate card. That's a guaranteed way to get fired. Tiffany's carelessness with money was becoming obvious. She was swiping township cards for expenses that had nothing to do with the township itself. Another questionable trip was to Springfield, Illinois. That was during her march to Springfield, which wasn't really a march as much as it was a luxury trip disguised as activism. Tiffany and her team stayed in expensive hotels, paid for everyone's accommodations, and even hired people to drive sound trucks and DJs to hype the event. Thornton Township and the village of Dalton were footing the bill for her extravagant, unnecessary ideas. She often bragged, "I'm bringing in the bag," claiming she brought in grants and new funding. But no one ever saw the so-called bag. The money never materialized. It was all talk. Those around her began to see that she was full of empty promises, spending recklessly while insisting she was generating revenue. Things got even more chaotic during her trip to Las Vegas. Nothing about that trip turned out to be work-related. It was just another expensive getaway under the guise of official business. On top of that, there were reports of strange financial dealings and property issues connected to homes in Vegas. Wherever Tiffany went, controversy followed. Board members began voicing their concerns about the township's finances. One of them stated publicly that they had been questioning how money was being spent for months. Meanwhile, Tiffany's police security detail became another huge red flag. She had a team of officers assigned to her full-time, many earning up to $100,000 per year, essentially just to follow her around. Some of these officers reportedly ran her personal errands on the clock. It got so out of hand that the FBI started paying attention. They requested shift records for several officers, including one named Terry Young, who claimed to have worked over 300 hours of overtime in just a 2-week period. When reporters confronted Tiffany about it, asking her directly about her security detail, she refused to answer, saying, "Absolutely not," and walking away. Then there was the issue of her so-called charitable foundation, the Tiffany Henyard Cares Cancer Foundation. The FBI subpoenaed records for that as well. Tiffany tried to distance herself, claiming she didn't create it and that someone else must have started it in her name. But her own Facebook page told a different story. Before the foundation existed, that same Facebook page was used to promote her old restaurant, Good Burger. After it closed down, she simply renamed the page and turned it into her charity account. It was clear that Tiffany herself controlled it. During one of the foundation's events, a fundraising walk to Springfield, Dalton employees, vehicles, and township resources were all used for what was supposed to be a private charitable event. That alone could be considered misuse of public property and taxpayer money. Board members later admitted that even they couldn't access many of the records related to Tiffany's activities. The FBI's investigation appeared to be uncovering what local officials had long suspected. 5 separate subpoenas were issued within 2 weeks, targeting both Dalton and Thornton Township, where Tiffany held top leadership positions. The most recent subpoena demanded all requested documents be turned over to a federal grand jury by May 20th. At this point, Tiffany was in deep trouble. Everyone associated with her began to grow nervous, wondering if the feds would come knocking on their doors next. People who once worked closely with her started distancing themselves, hoping they wouldn't get caught up in her mess. Insiders whispered that when the FBI does move in, it's usually after a long build-up. They prefer to wait until an official is out of office to make their move. Arresting a sitting public official can be complicated, involving multiple legal steps and clearance processes. But Tiffany was now out of both her mayoral and township roles, which meant the feds were free to act. Rumors even began circulating that Tiffany had bought a house in Los Angeles. No one could confirm it, but if it turned out to be true, it would only make her situation worse. Any new property she owned could easily be seized as part of a federal asset forfeiture if investigators linked it to misused funds. As of now, it's clear Tiffany Henyard's political career is in ruins. What once looked like a rise to power has turned into a long trail of financial misconduct, questionable spending, and federal scrutiny. Everyone around her seems to be bracing for what comes next. The investigation continues, and with each passing day, it looks more and more like Tiffany's downfall is just beginning.
And there you have it, peoples. There you have it. The walls is come tumbling down. Tiffany Henyard is in some serious hot water, and all of those people who surrounded her and did all of this stuff is in some major trouble. And it's all because she brought that upon herself, people. She did that. Nobody else did that to her. She did that herself, peoples. She did that. And so that's what it is, peoples. That's what it is. She brought that upon herself, and oh to the well, peoples. I said, oh to the well, you know. She brought that upon herself, peoples. So, you know, what more can one say? It's sad, but it's true. You know, it is what it is, peoples, and that's what it is. So, it's really sad, peoples. But, you know, I don't feel happy behind the various things that is going on because, you know, it's our Black people that is being scrutinized, that is being vilified in things. And it's sad, people. It's really sad to see all of this stuff happening. You know, it's really sad. It's really sad to see the things that is going on with you know, these young people being trafficked, being organ harvested and things. It's really sad, peoples. It's really sad. I hate to see that. I really do. But people bring it upon themselves and whatnot. Just like this. Okay. I was just looking through something and I saw some things, people. I'm still trying to kind of like process some things here. I had a few things that I was going to show, but let me see. Okay. Let's do this. I'm going to take it back to my channel. Let's do this. We're going to do something a little different right now. I'm going to take it back to my channel. I'm going to share my channel. So I'm going to share this right here. So let me go back to my channel. I'm going to share this. Okay, remove that and we're going to share that. Let's go back. Let's go right here and let's go to the news, peoples. Let's go to the news. There was a few things that I wanted to talk about. One was the shooting of those 3 girls who ended up getting killed when they had came to the club and instantly got shot and killed by these guys. And there was another one that I wanted to talk about too. And so many, you know, shootings and killings and things of this nature. It's just crazy, people. It's absolutely crazy. Okay, so that's as much as they're going to do on that one. right there. Let's do recently upload and see what's happening here. Yeah, this was this teen right here who was sentenced in a Charleston tobacco store shooting. Just teens, just throwing away their lives, all because of what? And then Julio murder suspect girlfriend's fights for freedom. So she was in the thing, and then Cat Williams, he's exposed. So they're doing a live right now about him and things. Jay-Z. This was the MS-13 raid that had happened out there. How ICE and the FBI crushed the hidden network. Let's see. I ain't trying to talk about President T. There was a few other things. Dang, I gotta get my lineup back and stuff, peoples, because I had a nice little lineup about the human trafficking, organ harvesting, but I thought that I had it up on YouTube, but I see I don't. I think I had it up on Facebook. But there is nothing that's happening here. Mother killed in front of her daughter at PetSmart over a thank you. It's just so much stuff that's happening, people. It's crazy. So, just trying to see what's what. Breaking news, Kata Scott harassment calls final post, walks in peace before vanishing from work. See, everybody wants to kill everybody and stuff. Okay, Tisa's going on with her tales again and things and stuff. I had this thing to where it had all of the breaking news and stuff. So I don't know, people's think on tonight. I think that'll be it. I think that's all that I have. Because I got to go back into my archives and start pulling out some of the stuff that I did have that I wanted to talk about and things and stuff. But it doesn't seem like anything new is on the horizon upon YouTube. I'm going to take one more pass at this and see. Look at oh my God, that's crazy. I tell you, this AI stuff is nuts. Okay, so oh my goodness. Oh wow. Okay, yeah. Oh my God. Okay, so let's see. There's nothing on the horizon right now, people. So, I mean, there's a lot of stuff that's going on, but I think everything is up on TikTok. Well, this is something new. Okay, let's take a look at this here, people. See what's going on here.
Create a voiceover using your own voice.
Okay, cut out the commercials. Now let's see.
Park, we're out enjoying the weather today, celebrating the 9th annual College Park Festival. This year's festivities featured a homecoming reunion theme, celebrating pride, culture, and togetherness. There was also a ribbon cutting ceremony for the newly renovated Charles E. Phillips Park Playground. The festival had multiple live music performances, a rodeo attraction, and a car show.
The community loves it. As you go by and look at the booth, you can see people taking pictures instead of our antique fire truck, and they just love it. They always kind of gravitate toward public safety and fire in general.
Festival is hosted by Councilman Roderick Gay. And an extra special part of that festival was rapper Young Thug, who made an appearance. Fox 5's Larry Spruill is live at College Park there at the festival. Larry, you talked one-on-one with the rapper. Talk about that conversation.
Yeah, well, Eric, we spoke for about 10 minutes right there on the main stage right there behind me. Now, as you can see, the crowd is still out here enjoying that festival as well. Now, a lot of people were out here to hear him. Now, our very own Portia Bruner was one of the MCs. Now, this was a part of the 9th annual citywide festival hosted by council member Roderick Gay. Now, Young Thug was a special guest, and he spoke as a part of his community service. He spoke to the crowd and also took questions from the audience as well. Now, I got a chance to ask him a couple of questions afterwards about what does this mean to him. And he tells me that he feels elated just to be a part of this culture and being able to have a voice for the community. Now, I also asked him, does he feel like all of this is a second chance for him? I'm working on that part of the story, all new tonight at 11. We are live in College Park tonight. I'm Larry Spruill, Fox 5 News.
Oh, yeah, it looks like a good time. Some of the video, I see people dancing, doing the Tamia line dance. Hopefully you can get out there and enjoy some. We'll see you tonight for that interview, Larry. Thanks so much. All right, taking a live look at Hartsfield-Jackson International Airport, where operations are back to normal. After scary moments led to a temporary ground stop yesterday, it happened after one of the control towers was evacuated following reports of a strong gas odor. First responders said no gas was found in the tower. The ground stoppage was lifted about 45 minutes later, but that did not prevent 500 flights from being delayed as a result. The chaos happened during a historically busy day for the airport. TSA reports 110,561 people passing through security. It's the 4th busiest day in the history of the airport. Atlanta police needs your help identifying 2 suspects involved in a shooting. It happened October 10th on Moreland Avenue. A 35-year-old woman was shot in the chest. Investigators say an argument over food order turned violent when the victim spat at the suspects. If you know who these 2 women are, contact Crime Stoppers. A man is behind bars after being accused of shooting and killing his girlfriend. The gunfire erupted on Lauren K. Court in Lawrenceville. We're still waiting to learn the identity of the woman who was killed. Her boyfriend, 19-year-old Sebastian Pestridge, has been arrested, charged with felony manslaughter. We talked with neighbors about how the violence has shocked the community.
Especially having 2 young children living in our household, a stray bullet could have came in and went through our bedroom. They could have went straight, ran into one of our houses.
Investigators have not released details on just what led up to the shooting or possibly a motive there. Pestridge is behind bars in Gwinnett County. A man faces charges after police say he vandalized the Martin Luther King Jr. Memorial Center early this morning. Police responded to the call around 4:30. When they arrived, they say they saw a man urinating in the reflecting pool and stomping on the eternal flame. The King Center issuing a statement calling the incident minor. They say they're still open to visitors. Well, if you were slowed down on Georgia 400 today, here is why. A large crash stopped traffic earlier this afternoon. It happened just before 15 exit exit 15 on 400 North. A viewer we talked with say a medical helicopter was flying near the scene. We aren't sure how that crashed or how many people were injured in that crash or just what led up to it. Well, a man was arrested after police say he used a popular dating website to rob another man for thousands of dollars.
He met him. Oh, okay. He met him on a dating site. Okay. But they said they saw him back upstairs. They told me to run that way because he was going. They saw him with a book bag.
I was dispatched to the 10th floor saying that a guest was robbed. This is one of our engineers. So we get up there, and there's a guy in all black and dreads, and he's literally running. He asked to get into a room. I said, procedure for safety is you got to show an ID. He goes, I left my phone there. I said, show us an ID, we'll get you in there.
Well, police say the man held the victim at gunpoint inside his room at the Renaissance Hotel. It was near the airport. The suspect sent himself $5,000 from the victim's Cash App account before leaving the area. Police eventually tracked him down at Lenox Square Mall.
You got us? Yep. Hey, calm down. Hey, don't.
Tell that lady to calm down. Authorities say the suspect, who was later identified as Deshaun Jackson, faces multiple charges, including armed robbery and aggravated assault. Good work there by the officers. Well, October is Domestic Violence Awareness Month. It's a recent pattern of domestic violence deaths in our area has many on edge, and advocates say it's a crisis that simply cannot be ignored. Our Kim Luffler has more on resources available to those who might be in danger.
Representatives with the Georgia Coalition Against Domestic Violence say there's been an increase in domestic violence cases this year, but they say there are resources available for victims and their families.
That increase in reported incidences to law enforcement has increased 12% from last year. So something's going on, and we really need to take this seriously.
Karima Dillard is troubled hearing recent reports of women in the Atlanta area killed in domestic violence incidents. On September 27th, investigators say Gwinnett County Master Deputy Tamara Tuitt Bartlett was shot and killed by her boyfriend during a dispute in Forsyth County. On Saturday, the GBI says Sabrina Walker was shot and killed by her husband in Douglasville. And on Wednesday, police say a couple died in a murder-suicide in Gwinnett County. A friend told us the relationship was rocky and the woman had found a new place to live.
On COVID, we saw a 50% increase in domestic violence fatalities. I'm really afraid that we're going to see the same this year when our data comes out next year.
According to the Georgia Commission on Family Violence, there were over 42,000 incidents of family violence reported throughout the state in 2024, with 159 fatalities.
We know that we see upticks when the economy is not great, when jobs are scarce, when people are afraid to leave their homes because of what's going on with all the anti-immigration sentiment.
Dillard says if someone feels they are a victim of domestic violence, the coalition has several ways to get help.
A lot of people fear that if they call a domestic violence program, that means they're going to have to leave their home and go into shelter. But our programs really do so much more than just provide shelter. We're talking about helping you with legal advocacy, protective orders, counseling, resources to help you transition if you do want to leave or you choose to leave.
And there are steps family and friends can take who worry about a loved one.
Making yourself available, arming yourself with resources. Once the trust has been established and they say to you, yes, this is what I'm experiencing, you can just come right on in with a resource to give them.
We have a link with those resources posted for you on our website, fox5atlanta.com. Kim Luffler, Fox 5 News.
All right, Kim, such an important issue. Thanks so much. The funeral for Gwinnett County Deputy Kim mentioned took place today. You're seeing video of that service now. Tamara Tuitt Bartlett was killed by her boyfriend outside of her home last month. The funeral took place in Lawrenceville with the celebration of life afterwards at 12 Stone.
So wait.
Wow. It is so sad, people, to see all of this stuff going on, you know. It is. It's really sad. And I thought that Chicago was bad. Shit. Chicago ain't that bad compared to Atlanta. Atlanta just got so much stuff going on. Atlanta has just so much stuff going on, people. It's just crazy. Absolutely crazy. Absolutely crazy, peoples. But, hey, it is what it is. And that's what it is. All right, peoples, let's get back into this. We're going to show a few more videos, and then I think we're going to call it tonight. I'm going to come back tomorrow, and I'm going to come with the lineup that I had about the kids being trafficked and things. But I'm going to share this of what my people had shared with me. So let's go back and get into this. Let's go.
Birthday party. Because you're not comfortable with what are you uncomfortable with?
Because we're black.
The outreach.
Because we're black.
We can talk wherever you want to talk. So you're telling me that you canceled our parties because of what?
Because of the outreach that it got on social media. It's not something that is comfortable hosting.
What do you mean you're not comfortable with? It's a private event.
I understand that, and we reserve the right to cancel.
So where does it say that you reserve the right to cancel in any of this?
Because we are a public entity, we can cancel any party that we want
Where
to.
does it say that? So you're going to cancel it right before all these kids coming up here is what you're saying. You're canceling. These kids come to swim. Like, what is the problem? We have security coming. We put a whole lot of money into this. You talking about?
You're gonna get
No. We have money outside of what we paid for you. We paid for security to come up here. We got the police.
He's here for me.
No. We have other police officers coming.
You're not comfortable. Because you're not comfortable with what are you uncomfortable with?
What are you uncomfortable with?
The outreach.
It seems racist.
What outreach?
It's giving racist.
What makes you uncomfortable?
What makes us uncomfortable about all of us?
If it was a large group of white folks walking up, it wouldn't be a problem.
250 people is what we paid for.
I mean, I know you cancel on a kid's birthday party because you're not comfortable with what are you uncomfortable with?
Because we're black.
The outreach.
Because we're black.
You can talk wherever you want to talk. So you're telling me that you canceled our parties because of what?
Because of the outreach that it got on social media. It's not something that is comfortable hosting.
What do you mean you're not comfortable with? It's a private event.
I understand that, and we reserve the right to cancel.
So where does it say that you reserve the right to cancel in any of this?
Because we are a public entity, we can cancel any party that we want
Where
to.
does it say that? So you're going to cancel it right before all these kids coming up here is what you're saying. You're canceling. These kids come to swim. Like, what is the problem? We have security coming. We put a whole lot of money into this. You talking
And
about?
you're gonna get
No. We have money outside of what we paid for you. We paid for security to come up here. We got the police.
He's here for me.
No. We have other police officers coming.
You're not comfortable because you're not comfortable with what are you uncomfortable with?
What are you uncomfortable with?
The outreach.
It seems racist.
What outreach?
It's giving racist.
What makes you uncomfortable?
What makes us uncomfortable about all of us?
If it was a large group of white folks walking up, it wouldn't be a problem.
250 people is what we paid for.
I mean, I know you cancel on it.
Okay, so peoples, what do you think of this? I mean, they pay for security. So they pay for police. So why are they paying for so much security? And why are they paying for so much for police and things? So I get what the establishment is saying. The establishment is saying is that, it's a bunch of Negroes coming to dirty up our pool and things, but we don't feel comfortable for all of you guys being here. So the lady ended up, literally putting her foot in her mouth when she said that she paid for police and she paid for security. So if you didn't expect anything to happen, why you got to pay for police and security? Do you understand what I'm saying? If it ain't nothing but a bunch of black kids that's going to come and going to swim and going to obey themselves, why is it that you have to pay for extra police and security? Unless you see what I'm saying? So now I get what the establishment is saying, and I get what she's saying, but by what she's saying is literally like, okay, well, we pay for extra security and we pay for extra police. So why would you want to go and pay for extra security and police if you didn't think that anything was going to go on, you just put your foot in your mouth, ma'am. And so the people just only reacted by what you stated. You did that, not them. They don't want you there. Go ahead and take your money and go elsewhere with your party and be done with. Get your money back and shh. Because I've never heard of a bunch of Negroes coming to a facility and paying for extra security. For what? For what? If you're going to mind your own business, mind your own business. But if not, then, I mean, do you understand what I'm saying, peoples? She put her foot in her own mouth when she said that. All right, peoples, let's go.
Let's fucking go! Go ahead, motherfucker! Let's go! I swear to God, I don't want her. This is my school! It's not your shit! Yes, it is! No, it's not. Yes, it is! I school! Let her go! 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 No! Oh, fuck! Let her go! Let her go! Let her go! Let her go! I don't want to hurt you! I don't want to hurt you! Let her go! Sir, let her go! Let her go! Let her go! No, it's wrong bag, sir! Sir, it's not! Go ahead, listen. Look in the bag. Look in the bag, sir. Sir, look at my bag. No, sir, it's not bag.
Yan o, sa film bag. A film bag. Ano kayong sampot naman?
It's my house. I'm in my house. No, it's not.
Hey! It's demanded.
Him?
Yes.
He's back?
Yeah. She's crazy. I'm not also. I'm not Nala. Hey, you come back on the train.
No. Let the bag go. Respectful military man, let the bag go. No, because now I got to fucking blow. I don't know what to do about that. I'm trying to get home. It's my shit. Let her go. For what? Let her fucking go. Go ahead, motherfucker. Let's go. I swear to God, I don't want her. This is my school. It's not your shit. Yes, it is. No, it's not. Yes, it is. I school. Let her go. 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 No. Oh, fuck. Let her go. Let her go. Let her go. Let her go. I don't want to hurt you. I don't want to hurt you. Let her go. Sir, let her go. Let her go. No, it's wrong bag, sir. Sir, it's not. Go ahead, listen. Look in the bag. Look in the bag, sir.
Okay, so for one, the man is outnumbered. He's got a lot of Mexicans and stuff around. You got an old lady who's claiming that this is her bag. All of this could have been settled if they would just opened up the contents and see whose contents is in that bag. Now, could he have been mistaken Yeah, that's a possibility. Could she have been mistaken? Yes, that's a possibility. We don't know whose bag it is, peoples. All we know is that the woman is saying that this is my bag. And then he's saying that, no, this is my bag. Look into it. And then the guy is going to go ahead and smack him. For what reason? For what reason? Now, they could have easily called the cops, and the cops could have came down there, just took possession of the bag and figured out who bag it was. But the guy needs to go to jail for assault and battery because he had no right to go ahead and lift his hands up to the black dude. And what was the black dude doing other than stating that, look, this is my bag? And so they both were arguing over the bag. But again, we have no evidence as to who bag it is. But it still doesn't give you no right to go and strike somebody on the face, all because you don't know what's going on. He hasn't hit the woman. He hasn't touched the woman. All he is doing is holding on to that bag. And the lady is trying to say, this is my bag. So, okay, so now let's analyze that. She said, this is my bag. Well, there again, there's no proof that that's her bag, peoples. So what? Is he supposed to let go of the bag and just let this woman go and walk off with the bag? Because she said it? Because she is grabbing onto that bag? What would you do in this instance, peoples? He is not confronting the woman. He's confronting the people who's telling him to let go of the bag. Now, he's not aggressive towards the woman. He just said, hey, you got the wrong bag, ma'am. So that easily could have been rectified, peoples. Just because she's a woman and she's holding on to the bag, what? Are we going to give deference to her because she is holding on the bag and saying that this is my bag? They could have easily settled this by opening up the contents and see whose contents it is in the bag. But just because the woman is holding on to the bag and saying that this is my bag, don't mean anything to me, you know? And just because she's a woman doesn't mean anything to me. You know? What? Are we're going to give her special treatment because she's holding on to a bag and saying that this is hers? The man wasn't aggressive towards her. He didn't say anything to her. He didn't cuss at her. He didn't do anything. So why is all of the anger directed to him? All because he's saying this is my bag, and just open it up, look at the contents, and let us examine what's in it and things. That's all they had to do. But everybody's being aggressive towards him. So I don't blame him for standing up for his rights. Now, again, I don't know whose bag it is, but the people did not have no business striking that man. And if he was to let go of that bag and hauled off and beat the holy snot out of that boy, then I wouldn't have felt bad for him, because that is exactly what he would have gotten. But then that lady would have ran off with that bag, and, you know, if it is his bag, all of his contents would have been gone. So he was smart. Stand your ground. Stand your ground. And if the authorities was to come, let the authorities come, let the authorities, you know, handle it. But they got it all on video. And so, you know, if the people did the right thing, go ahead and turn that in, and then have that boy persecuted for assault and battery. That's just the way that I look at it, peoples. All right, let's take a look at this, peoples.
Bitch, you talking to the wrong bitch. Ain't nobody touching you. Get the fuck out my face.
I don't touch you, bitch. I ain't touch you,
Bitch.
drunk ass bitch.
You the bitch.
You drunk ass bitch.
You the bitch.
Go get your
You
nigga,
the
cause I'll
bitch.
slap you in
You
here.
the bitch.
You in here trying to harass him, bitch. You in here?
You the bitch.
I'll slap this bitch. I'll slap this bitch. Yeah, get your bitch for a slapper.
You the
I'm trying to help her.
bitch.
Kill you, nigga. Nigga, I just trying to help her. What the fuck wrong? I'll slap
And
you.
you not doing shit.
Fuck wrong with y'all? What the fuck wrong with y'all? I'll slap the fuck out both y'all. All right, enough. Bitch ass nigga, I tried to help you. I tried to help you. I tried to help you, dumb ass nigga. I tried to help you. I tried to help you. Stop, girl. Stop. I tried to help you. I tried to help you.
Don't touch me.
Don't touch me. Don't touch me. Don't touch me. Don't touch me, bitch. Don't touch me, bitch. How about that? Yeah, I want to do.
Let him go. Ain't tired. Ain't tired. Oh,
Bitch. Fuck wrong with you, nigga. Fuck wrong with y'all. Right now, look at it. Stop. Just stop.
You be sucking dick, like, why you dead?
Let's go.
Oh, she got a nut. She got a nut on her shit. Talking to the wrong nigga, bitch. You talking to the wrong nigga, bitch. Ain't nobody touching you.
I didn't touch you.
Get the fuck out my face.
I didn't touch you, bitch. I didn't touch you, drunk ass bitch.
You the bitch.
You drunk ass
You
bitch.
the bitch.
Go get your
You
nigga,
the
cause I'll
bitch.
slap you in
You the
here.
bitch.
You in here trying to harass him, bitch. You in here?
You the bitch.
I'll slap this bitch. I'll slap this bitch. Yeah, get your bitch for a slapper.
You the
I'm trying to
bitch,
help her.
bitch.
Kill you, nigga. Nigga, I just trying to help her. What the fuck wrong? I'll slap
And
you.
you not doing shit.
Fuck wrong with y'all? What the fuck wrong with y'all? I'll slap the fuck out both y'all. All right, enough. Bitch ass nigga, I tried to help you. I tried to help you. I tried to help you, dumb ass nigga. I tried to help you. I tried to help you. Stop, girl. Stop. I tried to help you. I tried to help you.
Don't touch me. Don't touch me.
Don't touch me. Don't touch me. Don't touch me, bitch. Don't touch me, bitch. How about that? Yeah, I want to do.
Let him go. Ain't tired. Ain't tired. Oh,
Bitch. Fuck wrong with you, nigga. Fuck wrong with y'all. Get your right now, look at it. Stop. Just stop.
You be sucking dick, like, why you dead?
Let's go.
Oh, she got a nut. She got a nut on her shit. Talking to the wrong nigga.
So she's got a weak A husband or boyfriend or whoever he is to him. You know, he decked her and he decked him. Now, I don't endorse people hitting women, but she had that coming, peoples. She opened up her mouth and she talked way too much shit and she got it big time. And then he tried to jump back and stuff, but then you see he was a weakling. You can't mess with a brother and expect to walk away scot clean. If you're going to come and ball up, you better ball up and you be ready to throw some dukes. Because if not, then, you know, it's coming. It's coming, peoples, you know. And I don't feel sorry for neither one of them because they got what they got. The woman talks so much madness and things. Now I know because I know a lot of women is watching this and stuff, and everybody's going to have a difference in opinion, but this is just my opinion. Now I can speak my opinion, can I? And my opinion is she got what she deserved. She shouldn't have opened up her mouth up against this man and start, you know, yada yada yada. Now see, this is what happens all too often when women wants to go and fly off the handle with their mouths and things because they put themselves in trouble. And then when a brother like this man that's going to stand up, and he's going to stand up for his honor, and he's not going to let people just, talk to him any type of way or walk up on him any type of way and stuff. So he handled his business, and they both got handled. Now, you may see it a different way, but I see it the way that I see it, and I'm calling it the way that I call it. They got what they deserved. Bottom line. Now, y'all watch this next one right here, because this is going to be epic. It is a young little brother who had did what he did, and he took him down. A little black child that refused to give up. Now, I got to celebrate this little young man because he did what he did. And that's what I'm talking about. Never give up. It says they refused to admit that the black boy won until he did it the African way, the Kunta Kinte way, the Tobe way, the Kizzy way, the Chicken George way. The Lion King's way. Let's look at this, peoples. Let's go. See, that's how you have to do it, peoples. You have to do it the Kunta Kinte way. Okay. What? No. You ain't getting away. Come on. Take you. There it is, right there. Oh! He did it. That's how you do it, peoples. You do it the Kunta Kinte way. You take your opponent down, and then you leave them back crying. Now look at that boy. Now look at everybody. Everybody is stunned. It's like, well, that's what happens, peoples, when you mess with the black child. They got skills. Oh, they got skills, peoples. They got skills. All right, peoples, I'm going to show a couple more videos and stuff, and then we're going to get out of here and things. This has been a good live on tonight. Really enjoyed myself, tell you the truth. Now, this is going to be a heartbreaking story right here, people. So let's go ahead and share this right quick. This is a heartbreaking story right here. And especially when it deals with grandma, anybody's grandma. I don't, man. This is going to be a hard one to watch, peoples. But let's take a look at this here. Let me share my screen.
I have to pay.
It'll be $285 to get out at the PD. If not, I have to take them to the county jail.
Oh, Lord.
82-year-old grandmother's $77.80 garbage disposal bill goes unpaid. Cops come to her door and make.
I know they did not arrest this old lady for not paying her garbage bill, bro. I know that.
An arrest. Today's case took place in Valley, Alabama, November 27th, 2022.
That's it all right there.
Two officers pulled up in a police car in front of the home of 82-year-old grandmother Martha Minifield with a formal arrest warrant in hand.
You Martha Minifield?
I am.
Miss Minifield, we have a warrant for you.
For what?
Not paying your trash bill.
What the?
What?
Yes, ma'am.
No, you don't.
I'm not joking.
So you're gonna handcuff me and take me to jail?
Yes, ma'am. I got you.
Bro.
In 2003, local government contracted out garbage disposal to a private company. According to court documents, most of the people arrested
That's
for non-payment of
crazy.
garbage fees are elderly and disabled people in financial difficulty. The company was very serious about enforcement.
Reason I'm not saying anything because my daughter takes care of that for me. You know, I'm just saying.
Okay, well, she has not been doing it. And you gotta go with me today.
Hey, that's up, dog.
Anything you need to grab right quick, you can. And
Man, he
As
could
you
have
can
paid
see,
that
your
for
grandma's
grandmama, man.
home is not a well-to-do place. The walls are crumbling, the ceiling siding is peeling off, and perhaps the $70 or so is a burden to her. As the officer stands in front of her with a warrant for her arrest, Grandma is still in disbelief.
So what would I have to pay?
it'll be $285 to get out at the PD. If not, I have to take him to the county jail.
Oh, Lord.
I got you, okay?
You don't appreciate yourself. Arresting an 83-year-old.
Hey, for real though,
I'm
man.
so sorry, but the law's the law, Miss Man.
Man, you Uncle Tom, man. Man.
I'm calling that door.
Okay.
Ain't no way I would have paid that.
Why?
I would have paid it
Because we gotta
for
get you down there within a certain amount of time.
lame, man.
What would I have to pay?
It'll be $285 to get out at the PD. If not, I have to take him to the county jail.
Oh, Lord.
82-year-old grandmother's $77.80 garbage disposal bill goes unpaid. Cops come to her door and make.
I know they did not arrest this old lady for not paying her garbage bill, bro.
82 years old and being arrested for not paying her garbage bill, peoples. 82 years old. 82 years old and being arrested for not paying her garbage bill. Truly amazing, peoples. This is the world that we live in. I said, this is the world that we live in, peoples. And so what is that she didn't have the money to go and pay to get out of jail? And then they go and collect them more garbage, and then more people is coming to arrest the people. I mean, people, think about that. You know, the government can enforce anything upon you and say, well, if you don't pay your light bill, we're going to come and arrest you. If you don't pay your water bill, we're going to come arrest you. And so they just been going around just criminalizing people for things that they can't even pay. And it doesn't stop, people. It doesn't stop. 82-year-old grandmother could not pay a garbage bill, and they came out with a warrant for her arrest. Now she's got to pay more money to try to get out of jail when she didn't even have the money in the first place. People's only in Alabama. And so what is it that you do? Because it's going to continue. It's not going to stop, peoples. As you heard what the commentator had said, that there was more people who was arrested that couldn't pay their garbage bill, and it was nothing but the elderly. So what, they're going to arrest the elderly, put them in jail, criminalize them, and then take their homes and stuff because they can't make bond and things? That's all that it is, peoples. That's what it's going to lead to. They're going to criminalize them. They're going to give them with all of these penalties and things. They can't make it. And then they're going to take their homes. They're going to have to forfeit their homes, all for a $77 trash bill. And then you're living in luxury over wherever you are in things. And these atrocities is happening all over in other states in this world today. These things that I am bringing awareness to, that you can be aware of. And this all goes back to, if you don't vote, peoples, you know, your rights is going to be taken away. Things is happening on a daily that many of you are not even aware of. And so you're complaining because you don't even have no soap, no shampoo for your hair. You don't even have no toothpaste for brushing your teeth. You're sitting over here worrying because you don't even have eggs in your refrigerator. But you got an 82-year-old grandmother who is being arrested because they could not pay a garbage bill. And so don't you think that your complaints is a little small and minute compared to what she's going through and what other elderly people are going through around this world, peoples? We're living in bad times, peoples. It's happening all over everywhere, and it's going to get worse. It's not going to get better. It's going to get worse. And I'm just bringing awareness to you, peoples, because so you guys can be aware of what's to come. Because when it starts to come knocking at your doorstep, you better not open up your mouth and say nothing. Because you don't have it as bad as someone else. It's always someone out there worse off than you. So instead of complaining, you need to lift up your hands and start praising and thanking God for the little that you have, or for nothing that you have. Start turning those complaints into praises, and then watch God turn your situation around. And then pray for these people who is going through, because this is an atrocity, peoples. And pray that God will swiftly deal with these people for the things that they're doing. So I highly commend this brother for showcasing this and stuff and bringing awareness to it, because things like this is happening all over the world. And it's going to be people like him, like me, like you, to bring awareness to it. In hopes that we all can affect the change. See, Trump ain't in office. He's only in office just for a couple more years, and that's it. And you better pray to God that whoever else is going to be president is going to be a lot better than him, not worse. Because this only reign of terror is only just for a period of time. And so by this period of time, we all have to endure, because the Lord said that we need to go through these things. These things must happen. And it's happening, peoples. And so for those who know Christ, you know that the Lord said that I'll never leave you nor forsake you. The righteous will never be forsaken, nor seeds begging bread. So if you know Christ, you're not forsaken. It ain't that you're never going to go through something, but you just know that you're going to come out on top. Jesus had to endure for 40 days and 40 nights in the wilderness. Why can't you endure just one night in the wilderness? Must Jesus bear this cross alone and all the world goes free? For there's a cross for everyone, and there's a cross for me. And so, peoples, I shall not, will not, won't complain. You know that song, I had some good days. I've had some hills to climb. I've had some weary days and some sleepless nights. But when I look around and I think things over, all of my good days outweigh my bad days. I won't complain. Doesn't do no good, peoples. Lord God sits high and looks low. And he knows everything that you're going through. And so instead of complaining, peoples, just say, thank you, Lord. I won't complain. Peoples, I want to try to end up on a good note. I don't want to end up on this, and the last thing that you see on my live is grandmama getting arrested for not being able to pay a trash bill. So I think I'm going to end up on a good note here, and I'll be back, people. So I'll be back. And I want to thank Trish Hollywood for all of the videos that she had sent and things. Randall Robinson for the videos he has sent. Island Girl 49 for the videos he had sent, because most of this content was sent by them. You know, I thought that I had my collage of things and stuff up on YouTube, but I see that I didn't. And so I got to come back and come again a little bit more prepared. But the God in me, peoples, the God in me has to speak right now, and it has to speak volumes, and it has to speak to the people. Has to speak to the people and have to encourage the people. I don't want to end my life upon atrocity, degradation. But the God in me has to speak to you. Is that all right, peoples? And so what I want you to do is, Bishop, I want you to take us back, if you will. Take us back to the place to our first believe. Is that all right, peoples? And then after this particular message that I'm going to play, then I'm going to close out this live, peoples. And if the Lord says the same, I'll be back. So, Bishop, can you take us back? Can you? I greatly appreciate you, sir. And peoples, I want to encourage each and every one of you who may be going through on tonight, who may be suffering through some things and whatnot, some heartaches, some pains. Loved one probably had ascended on to heaven, or even may have ascended on to hell. You know, you may be experiencing some financial difficulties, and you know, you may be experiencing some relationship difficulties and things, or you may be having some issues with your kids or your friends or your loved ones and things. But I want you to know, peoples, that God sees all, he knows all, he understands all, and he can do all. All you have to do is just let go and let God have his way. And so I want G.E. Patterson to take us back. Take me back to the place to which I first believed. Blessings to you all.
When you get ready to go after the devil and take your stuff back, you not only need to be armed and dangerous, you need to be trained and armed. Because if you're armed and not trained, you're dangerous to folk you ought not to be dangerous to. But when you're trained, you know how. I don't know who it is today, but glory to God. I just want to pray a general prayer. Hallelujah. You don't have to tell me what the devil has taken. Some of you know he's brought you into a Laodicean state. You just don't really love the church, and you don't love your brothers and sisters like you used to. And you need to get your love back. Some of you can't believe God for anything. The enemy has taken faith, stolen it out of your heart, and you need to get your faith back. Some have lost your courage. You're discouraged. You need your courage back. And then there's some who messing around with the devil. You've lost your material goods. You've lost your money. And in some instances, the devil has walked in and robbed you of your health. But I want you to know that you can have it all back. You don't have to tell me what it is, but if you feel that you are in that number, there's limited space down here. But you that feel you need to be down here, get up and come now. Hallelujah. That I'm so far from you, Lord. Still I hear you calling me. Those simple things that I once knew. I want you to just take a moment and in your own way You tell the Lord what you want him to do. You tell him. Hallelujah. I need my joy restored. I need my faith restored. Glory to Jesus. I need my home restored. I need the marriage restored. I need my health restored. I need my finances restored. Hallelujah. You tell him. You tell him. Can't nobody tell him what you need like you can. Then you've got to know that he hears every prayer. No matter how still and quiet it may be, he knows what you're saying right now in your heart. He wants you to make him a commitment, because he's asking you that if I give it back, if I give you back your health, will you use your strength in serving me? If I put your home back together, will you stop wallowing in pride and in all of those things that helped add up in the first place? If I give you back your finance, will you be honest with me and use it to my glory? Hallelujah. Come on, you make a commitment. Let him know, Lord, when you restore me, tell him what you're willing to do. Hallelujah. Then you've got to know he's heard your prayer. You've got to believe it. The devil don't want you to have it back. But now I just want you to begin to praise him right now. He's already heard your prayer. Come on and thank him. Thank you. Oh, thank you. Thank you. I'll never be the same again. Thank you. I receive it by faith. I give you praise. To tell 3 people in the name of Jesus, now be healed, be delivered, and be set free.
And so, peoples, that is the end of my story on tonight. That is all that I had for you all on tonight. And I just thought that I would just go ahead and close out and encourage each and every one of you. And so I'm going to close it out with this particular song right here that I haven't played in quite some time. And I usually always close out my lives with one of these songs and things, but I just feel it in my spirit, peoples, because, you know, I just feel that this would be appropriate to do because, you know, I feel in my spirit and it's just so heavy now. Somebody is going through, and I want you to know, and I just wanted to encourage you. And I know you're watching tonight, and I know that some will be watching this live. And so if Minister Edward can be able to speak something to you peoples, let me just remind you. God loves you.
You
And so do
unravel
I.
me with a melody. You surround me with
Okay, I don't hear the song. I don't know if it's playing. Let me see. Hold on.
of deliverance from my enemies, till all my fears are gone. I'm no longer a slave to fear, for I am a child of God. I'm no longer a slave to fear, for I am a child of God. From my mother's womb, you have chosen me. Your love has called my name. Now I've been born again into your family. Your blood flows through my veins. I'm no longer a slave to fear, for I am a child of God. Oh, I'm no longer a slave to fear, for I am a child of God. You split the sea so I could walk right through it. My fears are drowned in perfect love. You ransomed me so I could stand and say I am a child of God. You split the sea so I could walk right through it. My fears are drowned in perfect love. You rescued me so I could stand and say I am a child of God. Oh, I am a child of God. I am a child of God. You unravel me with a melody.
And so, peoples, I hope I had said something to encourage your hearts upon tonight. And so, peoples, tune in again next time to Edward Joseph Let's Talk Live. Edward Joseph Kitchen, Edward Joseph Gospel Hour, Edward Joseph's Blessings Giveaway 2025 will come to you with something wonderful. I love you with the love of Christ, and there's absolutely nothing you can do about it. Peoples, mask up and be safe. And again, peoples, if the Lord says the same, I will be on tomorrow, and I will be back with another edition of Edward Joseph Let's Talk Live. You guys be blessed and get your rest. And if the Lord says the same, I will see you soon. God bless you all. Thank you for watching.